do. Just do.
Welcome.
Welcome.
1 second, and you will be able to see the whole crew. We are almost there. Apologies. There we go.
Working it.
There we go.
All right, fellas.
Should be
got
good
the
to go
brews
now.
ready.
All I can see is the game. I can't
Yeah, it's
see
fixing.
There
It's
goes.
fixing.
Yes.
Yep.
Ooh, I gotta adjust my camera so it
All
doesn't
right.
this action.
So, welcome to Goodnight Azeroth number 11. Today, you're here with your host, Atacas, Pohgren, HypnoticBud, and GraysForDays. Today we're going to be talking about the classic WoW beta last stress test that we're all playing right now, all tiddling around on.
Yes.
And we are
Tiddlywinks.
looking sharp, and we are ready to do that.
And we're going to be talking about, some of our preparations as we always do, any guild things that have changed, possibly some guild rumors that we've heard. Hello. And
Shut up.
and what was the other thing? One other thing I had it listed in the description. The servers, talking about what the potentials for servers. What's up, Nigel? How's it going, my man? Thank you. Says we're looking
How we
sharp.
doing? I got Graceless here tonight. How you guys doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nigel, how you doing?
So, the first thing we should, I think, talk about.
Can I talk about my experience so far in the beta?
Yeah.
Should we kick off with that? or
Yeah,
no?
let's do that. Let's do that for right now.
All right.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so for everybody that's watching right now, I'm playing the game as we speak. I got in as soon as the servers were up, and apparently there was like a 10,000 person queue, so we've had two different servers, one PvP, one PvE.
Now we have the RPPVP.
Now we have the RP PvP, so they made an additional server about an hour and a half in, and I will say, it was absolutely nuts whenever I logged in. I saw up to 200 people in the starting zone whenever I logged in, so that's a good sign. Again, I don't think it's indicative of how many people actually caught on. I mean, I think if I saw 200 people, we probably have like 8, 9, 10 layers on that one server if we had a 10,000 person queue. So it tells you how many layers if we had two servers with 10 layers on a stress test, and we have 8 to 10 servers on live, we're gonna have at least 8 to 10 layers. That's kind of what I'm seeing. But I do want to talk about how I got in here so early, guys, and what it felt like in the 1 to 5 area. I was really worried about what questing was gonna look like in the 1 to 5 zone. I was even thinking about leaving the starting zone because there was gonna be so few mobs. And going straight to the 5 to 10 area and just grinding it out with a duo leveling partner. But after what I saw, guys, on the stress test,
Uh-oh. Did I?
dynamic respawns
Did
in
I
the
crash?
1 to 5
No, you're
zone.
Okay.
Oh yeah, dynamic respawns in the 1 to 5 zone were insane. Guys, mobs
Very
were
good.
popping up left and right. I was in a 4 mob radius. I was soloing mobs by myself. By the time I killed the 4th mob, the one little ring that I was in was respawning. So guys, I've learned a lot in the stress test so far. Honestly, the spawns were coming up so quick, you could complete the plane starter quest. Now, I was leveling in Mulgore, but I would have no problem killing enough mobs to complete all the quests and go 1 to 6. Or the respawns were so fast, I even think duo leveling and grinding would be even faster than doing the quests. And I almost would stick around till level 6. That's just what I've seen from the stress test so far. In the 5 to 10 zone, there wasn't dynamic respawns, but I will say this is the first time I've seen layering with up to 200 people in one spot. So
And it's been very nice. It's been very smooth for me as well, and Mulgore at the same time.
Now, y'all are over there in Mulgore. Let me tell you what it's like
Yeah.
over here in Orc territory.
Yeah, give us that update, Nork.
So, named mobs were fucking atrocious. Anything that was like a single person mob that you had to kill, like for the Burning Blade Medallion or stuff like that, they were reduced down to, I timed it, they were reduced down to about a 2-minute respawn, which wasn't terrible, but still annoying. Not as bad as it could be. The other thing was, all the other mobs, I think, were spawning pretty quickly as well, but, the Orc zone, like, y'all are talking like it was good. I'm not saying that ours was bad, but the impression I got was I was, like, annoyed. And, yeah, my idea was, and I think what I'm probably going to do is take my friend, and, because I went out at level 3 and tested it on, like, the level 6 mobs and shit. I was like, let's see if I can kill these. And I could kill one, but I would get down to, like, half health. But if I had a friend, and I was doing the same thing, it wouldn't be nearly as bad, especially one that can heal. So, basically during that, I think that, 1 to 6 would probably be faster even if you had some competition, just stepping right outside of your starting zone and killing the level 6 mobs with a friend and just
Really?
grinding straight to 6 because it took me an hour and a half to get to 5. That's fucking stupid. Like it normally takes me like 30 minutes.
Ridiculous.
So I
Yeah,
think
it
that'll
took
probably be
me-
better. But
I just hit 6 and I'm at an hour 20. So yeah, that's pretty bad.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
So tell me though, were you were in at launch, right, Atticus?
right when it
The
started.
dynamic respawns weren't like my experience over in Mulgore?
They were similar, but they weren't as quick. Maybe there's a cap on the dynamic respawn. Maybe
Dude,
Do you think
the
your
cap
server was full?
Oh yeah.
Atticus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm on the
okay.
same one, and
Or not your server. I mean the
the layer. Yeah.
layer
It was
full.
pretty damn atrocious. I mean, like there was just dead mobs everywhere. If you weren't standing
And-
on a spawn point, then you weren't getting a mob.
I wonder if that's to do with because Mulgore is so much widespread than being over.
What
you
if
know,
it's like a
being over in that little
server-wide
pit.
thing as opposed to a zone-wide thing? Like maybe
It's
I feel-
possible.
I feel like they would have been smarter about that and done it like within this certain
come
amount of
back and
area. You know what I mean? But
I finally
I don't know
figured
if- I
out
still
a
don't know if this
way.
is gonna be indicative to how the game is going to be on.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. I don't.
I don't know, man. This is like their last push to see this type of dynamic. If it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
I
well,
think what they're
it's
trying to
like-
see if the bugs are finally out of the carpet, if you get me. Like, they're finally figuring out right now if layering is working the way they wanted to. They probably haven't set to the caps they needed to. That's why they only have the 3 servers. They probably have the caps set right now, probably about like 5,000 a layer.
I mean, they definitely figured out how to name their RP PvP server "Blow Me" in French.
Is that really what it's
No.
No, it's the way it's spelled is like the way you pronounce it is "Blow Me."
Oh, that's funny.
It's like
horrible.
BLEAUMEUX or something.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah, no, BB,
That's
I know,
funny.
man.
Yeah, there was there was people and when we were trying to kill Yarog Benavish, whatever his name is, the guy for the Burning Blade Medallion, dudes were like,
Yeah.
"Let's form a line to kill him," and you know they
No
did.
one did it.
No, there was a lot of people that did it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna stand right here. Like,
So what we did to kill the guy for his head for the Torn area is we had
Yeah.
3 different groups, and the first group that was there got it first, second, and third. And then after that, there was nobody waiting. It was kind of weird.
yeah,
That just happened though, like 10 minutes ago. So I mean, we definitely aren't on the first wave of that. I
Yeah.
feel like we're on the later cuff for sure. But still, that was pretty good. That felt good. It wasn't like I waited like an hour to kill him. It was like
Yeah.
10 minutes.
I
kill
think
him
I'm
in the
going
third.
to have to wait for boars right now. There's so many dead boars around me right now. By the way, I'm just getting in for the first time. So this is
Oh,
what my
okay.
experience is going to be like when the game comes around because I won't have offer launch anymore.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, me and Pohgren are planning on testing later to see if like level 1 killing level 5 and 6s is actually viable. Because if we can do it in under an hour and a half, then in my opinion, that's better.
Just go do it. We have
Yeah.
time right now. Go roll up level 1 real quick.
Yeah, you're right. Let me do that real quick.
All I've done is killed 1 boar right now. So
I'll tell you what, guys. I don't know what your leveling strategy is between questing and grinding. Dude, I've got a friend that I'm going to be dual leveling with. We actually didn't dual level together on the stress test, but my dude, quick play it. He got to level 10 by just grinding mobs in 2 hours in 5 minutes. Not
Wow.
doing quests. And now he did pick up the Goblin Smasher at level 5. It's an 8.3 two-handed mace, 8.3 damage per second two-handed mace. But guys, I'm telling you, even in the 5 to 10 zone, mobs are respawning faster. I was sitting on top of harpies in Mulgore, where I'd kill 2 or 3, and as soon as I'd kill the 3rd one, the mob would respawn right where I was. So the spawns, you really need to take advantage of how, guys. Like Carlos talks about this all the time. It's a new meta. We're in Classic WoW 2019. It's not what it once was. You have to play with the mechanics that are going to be implemented in the game, and there's going to be dynamic respawns. I would highly encourage grinding and this is where dual leveling comes into
if
play too.
dynamic response is actually a thing we're going to be seeing, because they could just be throwing that right now for the
No,
stress test.
no.
It's gonna
It will
be
be.
a thing,
It will be 1,000%. And first
know
of all,
about
because
that.
they never did it on any of the other stress tests. And guys,
Alright, let's go out here and do
Classic
this.
WoW launch is going to be so full of people. They're going to want people to be able to complete quests. That's why
is how they do
dynamic response was insane in the 1 to
Let
5
me
zone.
pick
It
up-
slowed down in 5 to
See,
10.
that's why I don't know how.
Hold
I
on.
don't know
I'm
what
gonna
you're
pick
talking
up this
about,
quest for the boards real quick, and then because those boars out there might count for it, but I don't think they do.
The reason my argument against it right now is I'm literally looking at this area right now, and boars are not spawning like crazy. There are carcasses everywhere.
See, maybe because you're late to the party, and maybe it's due to numbers that are in
So-
the zone at the time.
So literally what you'd be then explaining is that they would have it set some sort of soft cap program when automatically when the server hits a certain cap. Like, that's a lot of programming to go into something like this, man. I don't know if that's how it's working. You may have lucked out in this, and the respawns may not have been tweaked properly.
No,
but
I'm telling you, there was definitely dynamic respawning.
dude, it was-
like
Well,
I've
we're
seen
watching.
it.
We can see it in the background right now, so I guess we'll see over the course of our stream here.
Yeah, we will.
if-
Technically,
But-
yeah,
if
you guys watching right now.
Like
Yep,
I was
we'll be able to
around,
see that in the
I was
background.
around for a few of the launches of the Fresh Start private servers, and it looked pretty much exactly the same as it did back then.
Right. I would say the same because I saw dead corpses. I had 5 dead corpses on top of each other while I was continuing to kill stuff. It
But
was
also, in that though, it is completely based on the population of the zone. So maybe now
Right.
the
Yeah,
population's
of the
just
zone.
dipped down. Because you got to remember, this is still a stress
That's
test, and people aren't going to be playing this nearly as much as they will on launch. Even on launch, there'll be way more people playing right now
Truth.
than there is on this stress test. So
Yeah.
I think it's just completely based on numbers.
I think we have quite a few people logged in right now because there was
Oh,
still
yeah.
a line to get in the game. There was like a 1,500 person line.
True.
Okay, where do we want to go? Left or right? Left or right?
I was going over here earlier. There's a level
That's true.
5
We do.
right
That's what
there.
we were just saying.
Okay,
See what we can do here.
it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
He's gonna poison your ass and kill you.
Do you have heal yet or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Are y'all are playing together right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
just
they're playing
already
together.
testing
Out real
this
quick.
thing.
But anyways, what else did you guys want to get into? That's kind of been my experience up to this point. That's my 2 cents. That's what I gained.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I could say on it.
Well, this thing's dying pretty easily, honestly.
Yeah, he is. I mean, a lot of the stuff we can talk about right now at this point is like the fact that we're probably gonna get server information coming up.
Mm-hmm.
How many servers do you guys think they're gonna be? Because we had like how many for the last stress test? 12.
Over
I wanna say in
Apparently,
total?
the leak was 8
Yeah.
for US.
We did. They did have more than 8 servers though. They had like 15 that one stress test, and then
Yeah,
they
they did, they did.
consolidated down.
Well, no, they had like 9 or 10, but the numbers for the servers exceeded
Right.
that.
You're right.
Yeah,
It
so
was 9 or 10.
so
You're right.
yeah, I'm not sure around what it'll be, but I think that I don't think that 8's enough, honestly, unless they make these servers ginormous, which
That's
I mean,
what they're gonna do.
Seriously,
That's what
8
they're
sounds like it's just
apparently
not enough.
doing is making it ginormous.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, even if it's being ginormous, it's going to help out a lot of faction imbalance questions
Mhm.
we've had. You know, a lot of big questions we've had about the fact that that
Get
we're
this
gonna
one.
be okay. You got that one? Okay.
Yeah.
About like having to deal with more horde than alliance. About having to deal with more streamers, basically. I mean, it does kind of narrow things down because I definitely know that we should not. I don't know what we're gonna do now as a guild. Is the question then? Like, oh, I should cast that right now. Hold on. By the way, I'm getting about 30 experience per kill right now.
Yeah, it's not bad though. Like, cause okay, it'll definitely be slower right now, but this is the thing. Like, right now we're looking at, okay, these level 6s aren't the easiest thing to kill, but
With Bushy in the chat, y'all ready for queue timers? I know, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Basically.
Oh,
I
dude.
gotta say here real quick. They
That's-
did ask that
Yeah.
Heps get on for the first 2 hours. Maybe
Over here,
that-
Pohgren.
that do with it too. Possibly.
Freedox
maybe
says
maybe
that
like
he
the
thought
first couple days we will have to deal with those, but I feel like after that, they're gonna level off, and I don't think we'll have to worry about queue timers at all.
Freedox
But even mine
says
was
that
at
he
like
thinks that
1500.
8
Mine was at
the China
1500, and it was like 7 minutes. It really wasn't that bad.
What's Freedoc say?
number. That he thinks that 8 was the China number for servers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that would
I've heard
make
that.
sense.
as
About
well.
equal then.
Like if you're in China, the game is going to be bigger in the EU. I'm sorry, the NA than
Yeah.
China. Because I think China right now, currently nowadays, has only like 30 plus servers in general, if compared to like
It's
US
not
is
like
like 50.
it's not like it's
Hold
not
up.
like China's any different than us though. I mean, they gotta love classic just as much as the North Americans.
They might, but
Yeah.
like I'm saying, like
I'm
the
sure there's just as
population
many.
No, I'll say China's probably more focused on other MMOs.
Pull it
than
back
MMO.
this way because that one's gonna pat back.
Dude, but classic was the MMO, not if,
For us, I mean, like some of these other Chinese MMOs are.
I think they're more into like Final Fantasy. What is it,
That's true.
15 or something nowadays?
Yeah.
14, something like that.
For what it comes from for Eastern MMOs, they normally are all about the stat numbers and pushing those numbers to extremes and getting results out of it versus like a story and like World of Warcraft is big. Yeah, we all know Chinese gold farmers, blah blah blah, blah, blah. Gold farmers in general, but
Sure.
I don't know to what extent the difference between Chinese popularity in the game. If there's only 8, I mean that sounds like it makes sense because Oceanic's probably not going to have a whole lot. Oceanic's probably going to have like 5. Oh shit, sorry, Atacas.
You good?
Probably less than that.
Probably
Probably less than that.
EU is probably going to have. I think EU may have what 5, 6, maybe 7 servers in total. Well,
Yeah,
actually, no, they're going to have language
more.
barrier ones, so they might actually have more. They might have in that ballpark as well.
Mm.
The language
I mean-
barrier, yeah. That's
I
true.
can see the US having 15 servers and being comfortable with it.
So
There'll probably be like maybe 5 of them that are low pop, and the rest will be medium and high pop.
right. This is one thing I want to talk about, guys. A lot of people have been talking about it in my chat. Is this term the streamer server? Are you playing on the streamer server? Of course, we're referring to Asmongold. You know, it started off with Tips
we're
Out,
not.
Asmongold, Esfon, right? But now literally every streamer is playing on the streamer server. And I've just heard this around just from being around content creation and being in the loop with all these things. Literally every streamer is going to be everyone that wants to be a big boy, everyone that wants to have an
Be a
achievement.
big boy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
seriously.
no, they want to
So-
put their big boy pants on, and they want to be the top 1%. They're all going to be on
Yeah,
the same
like
server.
Method.
You
Method
big man.
is joining the streamer server. Literally, I kid you not. Method is going to be on the streamer server. Some of these bigger servers coming over from retail, or bigger guilds, I should say, are going to join the streamer server. And solely because, and this is what I believe, is because you want to be a part of the big boys, and then be able to transfer. There's going to be realm transfers. Remember that. But you don't want to miss out and not be a part of the big boy club if it was a success, if it's a hit. You want to be a part of it. And if all else fails, you're just going to be able to realm transfer whenever they put that out in a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's just something that's going to affect the game. I don't know. I don't know what you guys thought about that. But I've been hearing that a lot. Are you joining the streamer?
Well,
server?
I think that something's gonna shake it up, though. Sorry, go ahead, Pohgren.
No, the one thing I was going to say is I think there will be one server, sure, for streamers. And if that server does collapse under its own weight, but I feel like there's going to be one server for it. If they have high cap ceilings for the amount of players they can have on it, there'll be one.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact that the majority of the guilds that we'll still be following, at least I'm to understand with Invictus and Invicta, I mean, obviously you two can talk to this a little more,
Sure.
that obviously won't be going onto that server.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
because
try
the other
to
question we've been coming up is trying to figure out right now if there's going to be enough servers and what would happen because of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we're trying to avoid the big boy streamers, the big boy streamers, just because we want to be number
Well,
one on that server.
We're gonna
yeah,
have
no, I get you.
our
And-
server, our guild is really 2 guilds combined, but honestly probably gonna have the community of 3 guilds worth. And check this out,
Yeah,
we've
okay.
actually got 3 alliance guilds that are already dedicated to joining our server just to join the faction imbalance, just to alleviate it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, there'll be about, depending on what server we go to, there should be about 4 main horde guilds that are transferring over, which is myself, Atacas, and I do believe Dawkin. But Dawkin did kind of express some dismay about going to an RPPVP server if we went that way. So did Atacus.
Yeah. See, that was what I was getting ready to say. That's the rumor here is that we've heard is that
Right.
that Invictus, right? Maybe is that what
Yep,
they're talking
Invictus.
about? Are you
Right.
talking about? Is that real? It's not a rumor. Y'all are thinking about going
Well,
to an
no,
RPPVP?
they've been wanting to go RPPVP from day one, so I'm not surprised. I haven't
Mm.
reviewed news,
You
but
get
it makes
a
complete
different
sense.
player base. You get a
We've
more
been-
mature player base.
We've
believe
been
it or not,
from
for our
just
servers.
PvP, I believe.
But
Okay.
the thing
Well,
is, Shiza, I was gonna say something.
Yeah, the Alliance kind of comment. What?
No, the thing is, the only scary thing is there's only apparently going to be one RPPVP server, so that's where it gets kind of scary. Again, we're always going to have the option to round transfer. I know that for a fact, but the fact that there's only going to be one, we're already bringing a big community to the server as is. What about
Could
the
be
rest
huge.
of the population that wants to play on that one RPVP server? Like we're gonna be playing on a server that's loaded with and so that's kind of scary. That's
I mean,
something to
See,
think about.
that's what I'm
It's
saying. Like a
possible,
big
but-
chunk of like Cargos has a big following. A lot of people will go to his server just to play with him, etc., etc. So if they go on an
Right.
RPPVP server, how many people are gonna just not
Let's
play?
go find boards. Let's go find boards.
Okay. How many people are
go to
just
the other
gonna
side.
not play because of that? Oh God, run! But like,
I'm dead.
I'm not gonna play on an RPPVP server. Just
Why not?
Because
I-
I'm just not gonna be around RP. Heal yourself.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm pretty positive we are going PvP only.
Gotcha.
strictly.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't see a problem with RP, but that's because I'm a bit of a nerd, so it's fine. But at the same
I was
time,
gonna say the same thing. It just enhances the experience for me, right?
No,
I love it.
Pohgren.
I love a Pohgren. I'm a bit of a nerd.
let's be honest.
So great, dude.
Let's be honest.
As you can see, his swords and shields and axes on his
and then
wall
my
behind
fine
him.
tie and outfit. Yeah. But like, I mean, at the same time, I know what kind of people you get with an RP server. I know what kind of people you get with a PvP server. With RP PvP, you kind of filter out some of the chodier options. The best way to put it. But I think an RP PvP server would be just fine. Like, I think it'd be more level-headed people. I think some of the people who are playing with me and my guild would probably prefer a more chill environment to their server. So, you know.
So I
We'll
mean,
see
what
what
if you
happens.
just went straight, you know, PvE then on that
I
standpoint?
wouldn't want to go PvE because I want the world PvP aspect. I don't want to have to have it. I don't want to have to have it toggled.
Classic.
Yes,
Yeah.
classic. Exactly. The RP PvP, like you're not gonna. It's not like you're not gonna get people who are gonna want to go ahead and gank you and like do world PvP. It's just the people you interact with who are gonna be part of your guild won't be a part of a certain population group.
That's right.
So it's
My population group. The
no I was gonna say a lot
autistic
of the-
sacks of shit. That's what we are.
I was gonna say the people who I want to say this right now. New players will not go to RP PvP.
Yeah, not at all.
None. And that means you're going to get a lot of veteran players. You're going to probably get players who don't want to deal with some of the Spurglords that may appear on a PvP server.
The Spurglords.
Spurglords.
You know, them and
What
their
is a
happy boxes.
Spurglord?
Me?
Me. Atticus.
I mean, I do want to
Love it.
PvP and kill the chodes, but sometimes those chodes might be on my side, and I won't be able to PvP them.
I'm gonna level off this mob, but this one's gonna be hard.
Just duel them, bro. Duel to the
Oh,
death.
hit him for 1. That's nice.
I'm hitting him for 1 as well. He's doing 10 damage to me, Atticus.
Hey,
Hey,
Atticus,
you
I
wanted to
think we're
come
gonna
kill the
start-
boars, dude.
I just
Hey,
had.
hey, I did.
I just had the beat stick drop for me right now, and I'm just hauling through level 6s and 7s. Amazing.
Oh,
The beat
yeah.
stick's a 2-handed mace.
Oh,
It's really
sweet
good.
God.
Oh, I'm
You
gonna
got
die.
crit.
I'm gonna die.
You got crit. Hold still. Hold still.
Ah!
Boar, no! Boar, stay off me.
I'm coming. Just heal
so
yourself.
we covered a few subjects here. What else do we have on the play field? Does anybody else have any main subjects they wanted to cover?
Other than the stress test and how it's been feeling, kind of stuff that people have been seeing. I mean, if there's dynamic respawn is being played with on top, maybe they haven't been doing layering. Maybe they've only been playing around with dynamic respawn.
No, they've definitely been doing layering. They get like there was
They've
people.
only had a few servers, so yeah, they had to have.
It's well, there
if
were
they
people legitimately asking to be invited to the layer with Asmonbald.
Yeah, I've been teleported
Okay.
a couple times, so it's like
Yeah.
it's definitely.
I was
real,
thinking
and
the
I've
same
teleported
thing
people.
whenever I first started, though. I was thinking, like, you know, what if, like, it's not that, like, Pohgren, you're gonna die. No,
Have
oh my
faith
God.
in me, weakling.
But, no, I mean, I was thinking the same thing when I first got on. I was like, what if this isn't the, what if they don't have layering on right now? But then everybody was talking about getting moved around, blah, 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 and I was like, okay, never mind, they do. It's lame. But, oh, I thought of something that would counteract the need for layering. Could completely not have layering if they allowed you to do quests in raid groups.
Whoa.
Because everything gets
stupid.
bottlenecked. Everything gets bottlenecked because of one, like, mob. The named mobs. You can't progress through these
true, though.
zones
That's
with
100%
because of these
true.
one mob
and
quests.
that's due to people not realizing that completing that one mobbed quest isn't worth it.
Yeah, but even so, not even just that, but, like, the fact that, like, okay, if I need to kill 10 of a certain mob, okay, well, if we have 40 people doing that, that quest gets done like that. Now those 40 people move on.
Oh shit. Atticus, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, Pohgren. You're great at this game, by the way.
The salt right now, I
Was
can, I
that-
can have it come off. I can feel it coming off.
I was gonna say.
I'm glad you can feel the salt coming off, because I sure as fuck can't feel any heels coming off.
Oh no!
I also don't know how much faster this is from doing normal quests, because right now we're about 17 minutes in voltage ding level 2.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying is it's going to start to get easier and easier. And we're 14.
Okay.
I'm 14 minutes in on this one, so realistically, that's where we started because you were there for a second. So 14 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm level 2, but
I'm about
each
level
level's
2.25.
What are you doing over there,
each
Grace?
level's
Are
going
you
to get
still
faster and
level
faster.
100?
Yeah.
No, right now I'm just in the Barrens. I'm trying to hit level 15, and I want to do some Wailing Caverns and Warsaw Gulch before the night is over.
Yeah, dude.
I also want to do some questing, guys. And you can weigh in on this. I'll share my plans with everyone else. By the end of the stress test, before it's over, I've talked about this before, but I didn't get to figure out the minimum level requirements to all
Yeah,
the 5 to 10 zones yet, right? So I'm gonna level in the 6 zones, the 6 starter zones, and figure out the minimum level requirement. of the quests in those zones. I'm
Kill me.
almost positive that there's level 3 quests in all
Or
6
don't.
starter zones.
Well, yeah, I thought it was level 4. I remember.
No. It's level 3. I tested it on the Torn stress test last time, and it's level 3.
Okay.
Point is, the reason I'm doing this is to give myself a contingency plan and make a video
Let's
out of
kill
it.
this
Give
level
everybody
5.
else a contingency plan. So at launch day, if the 1 to 5 zone's so congested, you can get out of there and start questing as early as possible. Guys, from what I saw today, like I said, dynamic respawns in the 1 to 5 zone without a doubt. You're not gonna need to worry about that. So
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I don't know. It just wraps
It felt
back
good.
around.
It felt way better this time around than it did the last stress test for me
Yeah.
for leveling.
I mean, it definitely
Way
didn't feel terrible, but it just wasn't as good as what y'all were saying. But y'all were over there in Taran Land, and I was over here in.
Oh,
Yeah,
in-
we're in the least, the least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over here in
The
Man's
least
World.
populated race,
But,
which I don't know, man.
I'm
we're making a
live right now. I'm not gonna keep this on.
we're making a
Oh my god.
we're making a Angus beef push here in Sidewinder. I feel like we're gonna have so much beef going into MC, man. We're gonna have Torn Master Race going in there. It's gonna be great.
Oh my.
Yeah, we need to stay over here until we're like level 4 probably. These are like 5s and 6s over here.
Yeah.
If we were gonna do this way, it just.
Yes.
I mean,
I
I don't
thought
know.
the boards were gonna count for that quest. They didn't count for the
Yeah,
quest.
they
so.
didn't, so it doesn't even matter. But still, turning in that first part of the quest or whatever is worth the
Gave us a
little bit of XP.
a little bit.
A little
And then
push.
when we move on, we can go ahead and turn in the one quest that has us go to Razor Hill too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's all I need to see is that basically just 1 to 5. If 1 to 5 is faster, doing this.
Wrong button.
Great, dude. Thanks. Definitely not gonna be faster if I'm doing it with Pohgren. That's 10
What's
out of 10
up,
confirmed.
Dark Dragon? Welcome, good
You know
sir,
what I like
welcome.
to You know what I like to hear though too is I'm doing this podcast right now and it's got a different feel to it, guys. I'm playing in the classic WoW stress test. I'm playing the game and I'm so happy. My mood is just completely different than it's ever been.
Brian.
I feel like
Got-
we are so loose. We are so
Right.
happy right now. All of us
Yes.
just playing this, dude, just hanging out.
Guys, we're
I'm
less
playing,
than
dude. It's
3
great.
weeks out. Literally, what, 17 days? Is that what it is? 18 days?
Roughly, yeah.
Oh,
18
right
days
around the
today, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about, man. And I've been telling all these people, like, people at work are just, like, fucking astonished. They're like, what? You taking 2 weeks off? And I'm like, you don't understand. I have been waiting for this day for 13 years.
right.
No exaggeration. Ever since Burning Crusade came out, I wanted this. It is here.
Right.
Like,
It's almost here.
fuck out my face with that negativity.
So we I was talking with Kargos the other day, and it was so hilarious. Like we were in chat. We're like, all right, we're like just over 2 weeks away, and he's like, dude, that's like 1 week. And we're like, what? And we're like, no, that's 2 weeks, dude. He's like, no, it's like 1 week.
No, dude,
like
it's
1 week.
1 week.
It's so funny. I was like, what was that exaggeration in time?
I mean,
dude?
that's accurate though. I mean, I don't know.
And
then
at Christmas, I do
When
too.
you think about like
Yeah,
I
dude.
every single week, because my days off are very strange. My days off are like Tuesdays and Thursdays. So by the time I'm done with my days off, it feels like that should be the end of the weekend, back to go to work week. But it's Friday, so every
Yeah.
week to me feels like it goes by like that because I'm just because
Yeah.
of how my days off. It's weird, but so yeah, like this 2 weeks that we've got left, 2.5 weeks or whatever, is gonna fly by to me, which I'm
Yeah.
super
And it definitely will.
excited
And you know
about.
what's really nice is like I have a week off work, and then that following Monday's a holiday, so I have that Monday off too. So
Oh,
it's
I would have that Monday off too.
gonna be it's gonna be great, dude. It's like right then and then another holiday. It's like you get that full Monday just to like grind it out, you know. It's gonna be dope. That hopefully I'll hit 60 that Monday. I'll probably be we're gonna go hard. I have a 5 group. It's 3 mages, me, and a shaman. So like it's gonna be an interesting dynamic on that one, but we'll see how it goes. Holy crap! Dynamic respawning just screwed me over hard. Ah!
You know, I will say this, guys. After solo leveling in Mulgore and comparing it to my buddy Quickplay who duo leveled, that 5-man spell cleave, melee cleave, spamming dungeons, guys, all the way up sounds so attractive because
Gonna be
you just
great.
get lost in the sauce. Seriously, you run in between quests. You're not killing mobs. Questing really isn't faster than grinding. From what, and I mean, this is the first time that I've really been focused on speed leveling, that I've ever really cared about it, you know?
Right.
And I'm starting to realize, holy crap, dude, grinding is faster than questing. 1000%. It's not as fun, It's not as objective based. You're just killing things back to back to back, but it's literally the fastest way to level.
Well, this is what I was talking about in my stream earlier. That because we were sitting there, like checking it and talking about grinding, like talking about doing exactly what me and Pohgren are doing right now, and this oh shit, there's another one. Are we fucking kidding right now? Anyway, I'm just gonna run back into this corner, I guess. But yeah, oh look, there's another one. Yeah, I'm just fucking dead. Just straight up dynamic respawning just hit us too. I wonder if that was like
dude, it hit. It might have been like a refresh or something.
Yeah,
'cause it was like out of nowhere, 3 mobs spawned directly next to me.
We were clearing everything.
Like,
we were clearing everything around us, and then all of a sudden, there's mobs everywhere.
Oh, dude, someone in my chat.
How you doing, man?
No, someone in my chat just said too. He was like, "It's so happy to see the Barons actually be a challenge again." He said, "I don't remember the Barons being this deadly." Like, I'm over here juking mobs, dude. I'm over here killing a level 14 Raptor, and I'm level 11 getting wrecked. Having to throw entangling roots, having to heal 3 different times. It's nuts, man. And then I ended up losing the fight at the end of it.
Beer was a bad choice. I'm super tired now.
What's up,
What's wrong with y'all?
You're done with me?
Oh, I said, what's wrong with y'all?
Milk was a bad choice.
Milk was a bad choice. Rich mahogany.
Jesus Christ.
Anchorman.
The problem, Pohgren, you're supposed to be up until you stop, so your problem is
like it's there.
You should continue to drink. That's why you're getting tired.
Yeah, right here.
I don't know. I have to use the bathroom pretty bad right now, so I downed. By the way, I downed a full glass of water and before we started, and ate like a sandwich.
Damn.
Delicious.
Once you open up the floodgates, dude, you're gonna head back every couple seconds.
I'm not drinking that much right now.
Actually, Dark, don't give me that axe, because we're just doing this to test stuff. Because this is.
Oh God, Scorpion.
We're fine. We're fine.
Give him the axe. Give it to him.
Give
it to me.
Oh God, move over here. Another one just spawned. Move.
Fuck.
Dude, what in the shit is going on?
This spawning is so interesting.
No dynamic respawn, by the way.
Okay, my argument's invalid.
So, one thing I just want to point out though, real quick, because I went into the stress test and I was like, I'm not gonna directly group with like the guildies or do anything of that nature. I will say it's very niche on like, okay, I just grab a random person in my area and I'm thinking, all right, cool, we'll just grind it out and we'll do this for the next few levels or whatever. And nope, as soon as they get that quest done, they leave your group. It's like it's Battle for Azeroth all over again. Like
That's
literally, it's
happen.
like
you're gonna
I know
deal with people like that because that's what they're used to. Like we were doing dungeons.
Yeah, they are.
We were doing dungeons the other night on Retro WoW, and we literally rushed in and weren't even thinking about having to like CC certain mobs.
You're smart.
And I was just like, wait, what? Oh fuck, we have to CC. I got you. I see you.
We got a CC.
We got a CC.
But yeah,
yeah, we three-man BRD. It was pretty fun.
Because this is the first stress test that I felt that on, like where, because like I'm just doing it by myself. You know what I mean? Of course, when the thing actually comes out, I'm gonna have probably a shaman with me on Tauren to get me to level 12, and then to the RFC group. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out that is still a real aspect of it. But that's not classic, like, boys. For all those people out there that are leaving, just stay with them. Grind a little bit, catch them up to your quest, and just plow through it, dude. Keep going with it, man. It's your best bet.
Yeah, see, like,
Unless you already have a partner or something like that.
Yeah, like, that's what I was saying. I'm not really worried about it because I'm going to have a friend that's going to be with me for the first 24 hours at least.
Exactly, but I'm just saying for the general population, you know, maybe somebody going in here solo or something, you're going to feel it.
I just need someone to basically help me.
Okay, I got to go. BRB.
What the fuck? Okay.
Okay.
I'm dying.
Grab another beer.
I'm literally dying.
Grab another beer
right now.
Grab a beer.
And his gym shorts. Anyway, I'm gonna go get back on my other character. He's going to change. He can't deal with it.
He can't, man. We're in sports coats and he's over here and just a short sleeve.
Turn up your air conditioner.
No, I told you guys, I put the sport coat on, man. I've been streaming for a couple hours now, and it's like 90 degrees in my bedroom, and I'm
oh yeah.
Over here.
See, this is everybody in my stream that always has to deal with that annoying little in the background the whole time. It's because I got that window AC unit over there, keeping it real.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Keeping it real.
It's it keeps it cold as fuck in here. It's like a smooth 62 degrees in my room at all times.
A smooth 62 degrees.
62. But anyway,
Whew, that's cold as shit.
Give us
dude.
some update on your guild stuff over there with
Sure.
Invictus. Like, you guys have been doing test MC runs and greens and shit, right? How's that been going?
Yes. It's been going fantastic. So, just a little insight for people who are, maybe just joining us now in the stream and also within, the YouTubes. Hi, YouTube. But basically for Sidewinder, that's the group that Grays and myself will be tanking. But also what we've been doing is the once a week we've been going into MC. This previous week, the last few weeks, we've been going in with 5 pre-bis, which is blues only. You can't have epics on. 5 pre-bis blues. The remainder is all greens. No flasks, nothing huge. It's just like bare minimum. We are going for week 1 rag, and I think we'll be able to achieve that. I honestly do with the people that we have.
Oh God, he disconnected. Why?
Fuck it.
But I believe we'll be able to get that week 1
I
rag.
guess you did prove that this is not a bad way of doing it.
I think
than I am.
Go ahead and finish Hypnotic.
I was gonna say I believe we're gonna be able to achieve that week 1 rag within Invictus, hands down. Our dynamic has only been growing and getting better and better. And right now we have about 10 to 20 people of the first group, and then the remainder is kind of just fill-ins, which is great because that means our secondary. And in Invictus, right now we have 3 full roster raid groups with 10 to 15 people on bench for each. We're like full. So we already have that dynamic down. Like we're doing this, dude.
Well, see, my thing is
that
that
structure.
I do.
And sorry, if anybody wants to see what we've been doing, our runs, they are actually on HypnoticBud's Twitch. They're on my videos. The full MC runs.
They're pretty sweet.
Full MC run. So it's pretty cool if you want to come in and see what it's really about instead of just going on YouTube and seeing those quick like how-to videos in MC. You can go see the full run and exactly how we actually do it. So you're more than welcome to step on there. My last week's video already has like over 100 views, which is pretty crazy for a Twitch video.
The only thing that I see being a problem for y'all is if you're talking about week 1, like that literally means that you're gonna need 40 people.
I believe day 10 is when they want to go into MC.
Okay,
so,
that makes more sense. Because
that's not, it's not technically, it's within the
yeah.
first, day 10 is what they want.
Gotcha.
So.
Because I was gonna say week 1.
They're going for week 1. But...
Yeah, but week 1 means literally all of those people need to be. You need 40 people that can literally push close to the world record. World record of leveling.
And those guys have to we also have to farm and consumables, farm that stuff.
Yeah.
Most people are going to get to 60 within the weekend.
Oh, you know what we could
Friday
talk about?
or Saturday.
You know what we could talk about? Pohgren, you could or not Pohgren. Hypnotic, you could explain this really well. We actually have like a guild bank, like stock market setup, kind of.
Yes.
It's not a stock market, but explain that a little bit. Like you can. Sure. You have a system where it incentivizes you to donate things to the guild, and they put a tax on it, so you can actually you get stock into the guild. But Hypnotic, you can explain that.
Yeah, I'll go over that here with some specific.
And that'll help with the week
like
1
that.
MC clear for sure.
Oh, hands down, it will. But it's also a huge incentive for everyone to contribute to the guild bank and also buy from the guild bank. Right. So I'll kind of just read through, like we kind of have like a little snip pick for people to go over. And this is basically how it works within our guild structure for guild banks. So guild members will donate items by sending it to a specific person. The donation is calculated based off of the current auction house valued price, which we will do at certain intervals, probably a month or less than a month, maybe every few weeks, to determine that price value. And the money amount is recorded on our Google Sheets. We're gonna have a full Google Sheets because we don't have an inventory like on live, right? It's all gonna be have to do spreadsheet. We have to do it old school, which we're gonna do. It's gonna take a lot of work, but it's gonna be fantastic. So the guild master or whoever the guild bank master will record your items donated for each player, and that total is calculated into a contribution percentage of a total donation of an item of gold amount to the guild. And basically how that works is when you send, here, I'll give you a specific example. So Tony, the troll shaman, donates 8 stacks of copper ore worth 1 gold each, right? So then he has now contributed 8 gold in total contribution to the guild bank with his donation. The total value in the gold bank currently at that time when he did that donation was 1,785 gold, just as an example. So with all his other contributions, Tony in total has donated 70 gold. His total stock of liquid gold, Velveeta, liquid gold inside the guild would be a percentage approximate to be 0.0387% at 61 gold of 1,785. The liquid gold of the guild at the time, let's say he wants to cash in on his quote unquote what am I trying to say?
Share,
his stocks,
portion.
basically. Yeah, his portion, his percentage of portion. Let's say a month later, the guild now has 2,845 gold in the bank itself, meaning that if he sells his stock at that current time, he'll receive 110 gold for his 61 gold or 70-ish gold donation. That's
Literally
a 37. Yep, he will receive 37% increase in profit.
Disgusting?
For doing nothing. And what's great about this also is, as people contributing to that, guild members can purchase from the guild bank at a discounted rate of approximately 20% off of what the current auction house pricing is going. So you also get the benefit of being able to purchase subpar of what's from the guild bank of what the current auction house price is going.
Question.
Yes.
What's stopping somebody from easily doubling how much the guild bank is worth by investing quite a bit and then causing his own share at some point down the road?
There's only certain percentage points, which is when a progression boss is killed. So for instance, if we have Ragnaros down, you'll only be able to do that at certain percentages. We don't allow, you can't instantly at any point in time just turn your stock in. It won't happen that way.
Cool. Okay. So
but
it's
also,
not gonna, like, you just can't cash out and be like, all of my money.
Right, at any certain given time, but it will happen at good intervals at a good amount of time. It's not like we're gonna hold your shit forever. But there is a certain percentage. So if you donate, when you donate, we take 20% off the top and put that in the guild invest. So in other words, it's just like a stock market. If you invest in a broker, he takes his percentage off the top and reinvests that back into the guild. So it's a win-win-win. Like, you're investing in the gold, or in the guild. Not the gold, and also in the gold for your own longevity, especially right off the bat. So if you get in here and you donate, 100+ gold worth of stuff, shit, right before BWL comes out, if you want to like take your invest out, get some fancy item, you'll probably be doubling your money just by that for your investment. But the guild bank will also provide flasks, enchants, buy certain items for tanks, what have you. Because of that additional 20% that we take off the top. But you're going to be doubling your investment easily, over that course of time.
It's kind of nuts. That's actually a really cool way of doing it, but also the mathematics behind it are like...
It's a little complicated. That's why I'm trying to, just do it in simpler terms. But it does make sense. It does. We did so many trial runs. We had an officers and above meeting the other night inside Invictus, and we went over it, and it's perfect.
There's a couple people dedicated to this system, and like people are taking positions in the guild to track this thing and to manage it 24/7. Like it blew me away that people are that dedicated. I'm stoked, and it's a benefit for me. It cracked me up. I wanted to talk about it. I was like, dude, how many other guilds literally have their own stock market? Like,
yep, it's gonna be awesome, and it also creates that feeling of you're investing in something. Not only yourself, but you're investing in the guild, and then at the same time, you get benefits. The entire guild gets benefits, and you also get benefits with cheaper prices on items.
I just thought about something. You guys have now created a market inside of a market that already exists for a in-game currency that exists within a market of its own that has its own market. Inception market.
Sounds like somebody needs to quit watching Wolf of Wall Street. Play the damn game and grind your fucking gold and stop your bitching.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Anywho, so
No, I mean, it sounds cool if it works out right, but I'm more of the traditional route of donate shit to the guild bank and, you know, don't get anything in return except, you know, making your guild have better stuff and
That is a good question for Atacas.
be able to order more or, you know, just be able to buy stuff for raids. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it needs to be as complicated. What's up?
Oh, Forrest, that's
So no, true. It's but their guild is gigantic, so having some sort of incentive to do it helps out.
Yeah, we already
people.
have 400 plus people signed up.
So
Gotcha.
I have Forrest here. He asks, quick question for warriors, warrior DPS or derped or warriors. I derped. Do we put the start attack macro at the beginning of every macro or at the end?
I don't think it matters, but I put them at the beginning. I don't think it reads
I
it.
was at the beginning as well.
I don't think it reads it, like, because the only thing that's going to matter is if it does read it in the correct order, then it's still going to read the entire macro, and if you don't have enough rage to use the ability that you put in front of it, it's going to use the next part of the macro, so it would just use start attack regardless, and if it used the ability and you had enough rage for it, then it would just start your attack because
It would
you
start
used the
attack
ability.
anyways. Yeah,
So it shouldn't
kinda,
matter either way, but I mean, I would just put it in the front just to see, or just the way I do it.
just be 100%. Yep. I agree.
Hopefully that works.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Mergird. What's up, Machete? Machete. Mergird.
I love doing this Lost But Not Forgotten quest. Said no fucking person on the planet ever.
What's the Lost But Not Forgotten quest again?
Kron's amulet from these stupid crocodiles in the river between Barrens
Oh yeah,
and
where you
Duratar.
drop like 200 of them before you get
Yeah.
the
I don't know, man. I've been having really good luck on the drop rates. Like on these, you have to get like a single wolf, prairie heart, and then like a swoops gizzard and stuff like that.
Guys,
That's good. Yeah.
I'm curious as to how many viewers right now, if you're playing the stress test, I'm curious as to how experienced you are with Classic WoW. I do want to say one of the things that I noticed whenever I was questing in Mulgore, I saw that a lot of people were tracking that ghost wolf. You do the vision, and he takes you to the cave in the northwest, and then you complete the quest there. The funny thing is, if you've ever done that quest before,
Don't have to.
you don't have to follow the ghost. I literally saw 7 ghosts and 7 people, real life people, following that ghost, and it was cracking me up. But it kind of reminded me, hey, not everyone has done this before. Even people on the stress test, there's a lot of people that haven't played before. Dude, there was a lot of people running past mobs, not tagging them. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you killing mobs every time you walk past them? And so it was cracking me up, but it was kind of like a breath of fresh air. You know, not everyone's experienced with this. Not everyone is a seasoned veteran coming into Classic WoW, you know, and it was kind of a refresher. It made my heart smile.
That is really funny too,
Your
because
heart
yeah, you
smile.
can literally just deploy it and just completely ignore it until you get up towards Thunderbluff, and then just pop in the cave.
John Gotti, the reason why we're dressed like we're going to a board meeting is because we're trying to class it up a bit here. Hypnotic's
We
got
are
his
the board
meeting
meeting.
stuff on, but my room literally right now is like not.
Hypnotic's got his blazer on as well. Pohgren's got Pohgren's wearing a heap and helping of excuses. But other than that, we're good.
You don't know how hot it is right now.
Get you one of those stupid little motorized fans and put it on your desk.
I need
with
to,
a
but like
little
I'm
fucking
literally, like,
mister on
I
it
got
too.
my. So check this. I got my. If I can.
I need to get a fan down by
Over
my
the
legs or
corner.
something. I'm just dying.
I'm waiting for my my update on the stream to go. I got one of those Dyson fans over here. There's my vent for my AC and my house AC that comes out, and then the bladeless fan just kicks it right over, dude.
So here's a question about servers. Do
I'll
you
be
guys
negative,
think?
like 20 out? I'll be in one jacket. Go ahead.
Do you think that there's gonna be unpopulated servers?
No.
Not at launch.
'cause-
Not with what we've seen.
No, probably.
Even
they'll
after the
probably
fall off is what I'm saying. Because like
I
you
think
know.
there'll be 2 servers that are like down to like 100
I think
players.
they'll
Yeah.
combine it.
Oh
Nope.
yeah, because I'm
No,
saying,
I-
remember in like BC and shit like that, we had servers that were like low pop and just nobody would play on them. They were just like, nope,
Right.
not gonna play there. They would transfer
Right.
off.
I'll tell you what, dude. They've seemed so uptight. Blizzard has seemed so like anal about not letting that happen, and they're gonna have so few servers, and they're also they're gonna dedicate in 6 weeks, 8 weeks a time period where everyone can realm transfer. They're literally gonna be putting servers together. They're gonna be in control of this, right? It's gonna be a very controlled time. I don't think that there's gonna be low pop servers at launch. And 2 months down the line, I think they're going to artificially make them not low pop if that makes sense.
Oh, just like make it so that it says that it's higher pop than it is.
Well, they're gonna
That or they
put
just push more
servers
players
together,
into it.
is what I'm saying.
You mean cross server, or you mean they're gonna just meld two servers?
They're just gonna meld 2 servers together, and I think that they're gonna have so many. I think they're gonna have so many layers on each server. I don't know what I'm saying is I think they're gonna have enough numbers to play around with. Like,
well, layering is not. Hopefully, layering is not staying around.
So
no, but
not for that long. I don't think it will.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if we'll have low pop servers. There's gonna be such an.
I think if we do have low pop servers, it'll be like a year or so later.
Sure, I like that conclusion. Right.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna. I think
it'll be the time frame that people get to level 30.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what I think.
No,
as soon as
I
you get
think
that level 30, people are gonna go, "Fuck this game."
What I'm really interested in seeing, because most of the time what we see when we look at like population graphs for classes on these private servers and whatnot, is we see the class population among all levels, and then if you go and look at them individually, there's a spike in the 35-ish range, and then there's a drastic drop off. So I'm interested in seeing, after a couple months of what the class population looks like for level 60s only. I mean, I want to see what they are for everything, but I definitely want to see, like, what the balance ends up being. Because we've been speculating and we've seen straw polls and blah, 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 like everything about like who's going to play what and this and that. But I want to see actually what it turns out to be. I still think that Warrior and Rogue and Mage are going to be at the top.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. It could fluctuate drastically. I mean, Hunter could be up there. Warlock, some of the stuff that's easier to level, because
so there's that big out on, what is it? I don't know if it's Reddit for a while. There's that huge what do you call it? That survey. It's not called a survey.
By the way,
that
Def Camp, how you doing, buddy?
Hey,
Def Camp in the house, boy.
He's over on Atacas' YouTube.
Yeah.
What level is Def Camp, guys?
Derf Camp. Let me see here.
Derf Camp.
Did he switch camp? It was a fake character I made that was modeled after him.
Derf Camp.
Its deadline is a fast
modeled
approaching.
after him.
Mel. Oh, it's Mel. Hey, Mel. How you doing?
Yeah.
Sorry. Def Camp and Melderon.
Melderon.
Mel, how you doing, buddy? Even better.
What's good, my dude?
Dude in chat, how the fuck you learn different weapon options again? Here it comes, man. We're gonna like
Def Camp and Melderon in the house.
everybody.
Yeah,
That's okay.
Specifically me, I'm gonna have to take probably like a Xanax or something, so I can like not lose my cool when people are asking me basic
really
training
quickly,
questions.
can we get the link? Does anybody have that, Grays? I know you were kind of following it previously, and I know Def Meld were definitely where the new leveling guide that our guild has put out. That classic.
Oh, you can just go to classicwild.live and just click leveling. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it only goes up to like 12 or something, doesn't it?
It's in beta right now.
Yeah.
So they have the information, but they don't have it put into that nice follow next step type of ruling. So they have it. They just need to.
I can't remember what it was though.
Well, give us the feedback.
I can't. I'll go look at it again and figure out what it was. It was. Oh, I remember now. No, there needs to be a legend on there for what all the little icons mean next to stuff. Because, there's like an X on there that means like what? What does the X mean? Sometimes it's next to die. Sometimes it's just for dropping off of a ledge to turn in a quest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah, they're planning on doing a ton of updates. They rushed it to get it out for the stress test so they could get a lot of feedback. But the thing is, it's pretty phenomenal as it is. I don't know if they're going to get it into add-on form before launch, but it's definitely going to have a lot of work and be 1 to 60 for all the races, all the classes, in a single, duo, or trio leveling environment. So if you don't have any base knowledge of vanilla and you want to get to 60 as quickly as possible for reasons, right? Obviously, I'm a big advocate for taking your time, smelling the roses, and just leveling slow, but there are reasons why you may want to hit 60 as quickly as possible to play with friends, and maybe do your second character slowly. This is a great resource to use. It tells you which quests to pick up, how much XP you should grind until the next level. Super valuable information, and it's totally free form. Like Navin and Egregious came up with this on their own, so it's not like Joanna's guide. It's been tried and true and tested with over the last 2 years. It's pretty legit.
True. I mean, I don't know. I'm still not that I have, like, I don't know. I looked over it and some of the stuff just seems weird to me. Not saying that it's wrong, but I'm so used to using Joanna's, like I'm probably just gonna use Joanna's because I'm just so used to it.
And honestly, you know what? That's
this long, so
yeah, it works
right.
though. Like Joanna's works, and it's not perfect because there's so much grinding in it, and I feel like there's some parts of Joanna's guide that just misses. Like it's like whoops, that we were supposed to tell you to grind right here, but we didn't, and now you're like an entire level behind. And I'm like, wait, what? Hello? But I always end up catching up with Joanna's because Joanna's guide doesn't usually include like every dungeon, and I'm gonna do like every dungeon and all the quests.
For sure.
So
it's a smart idea just because of the rep alone, and on some of those items from those dungeon quests make leveling so much easier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But anyways, who's ready for this level grind, man? If you don't have a friend with you, it's gonna be a long route to 60. That's all I gotta say. If you're going solo,
all I gotta say is I don't have PTO, so it's gonna be triple the time for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm probably not. My original expectation was 3 to 4
Didn't you have
days.
PTO? Yeah, didn't you have PTO?
You got a new job.
I got a new job. And my training starts the 26th.
No.
That's fucking brutal, dude. Like, I'm sorry.
I know. And they're like, hey, did you have any PTO? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, was it this week? And I'm like, yeah. And they were like, let me guess. I'm like, classic WoW. And they're like, yeah.
And
you
the
have to
kicker.
start training. And I'm like, I understand my job is more important than this game.
Is it though? Is it though?
Is it though? I'm gonna tell you right now, no.
Let me tell you. Let me put things in perspective. And not that I would want to like that. I'm planning on like losing my job because I've got everything approved. It's fine. But there's a million fucking places to work out there. There is only one World of Warcraft Classic. There is only one Classic WoW launch.
One time.
I need that Twitch buns. I need that Twitch buns to kind of
opportunity,
justify
opportunity
quitting
only
my job.
comes once in a World of Warcraft time.
I need that Twitch and YouTube buns.
Literally just freaking blasting Till I Collapse by Eminem over here, and that's just what I'm gonna be doing. Aside, it's gonna be like a perpetual loop of that and Live to Win.
Thank you for the kappa. Thank you for the kappa.
Live to win.
Yeah.
I showed that episode to Courtney, my girl, the other day, and she had never seen it before, and she thought it was freaking hysterical.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah. So I tried to tell her, I'm like, so you see how they're fat and pimply and disgusting and grotesque? I was like, this is what you can expect from me. Just letting you know.
Can you hold my bedpan while I shit my
Yeah,
brains?
I told her when she brought the
Real quick,
bedpan down,
like-
I was like, Courtney, you need to go buy a bedpan. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're gonna have to bring that to me.
Oh my
Mom,
God.
Just do it.
bathroom. What? Bathroom.
You're in the same boat, Melderon? No
Yeah.
PTO?
Yeah.
Oy, it sucks. It sucks.
I wish that I could get like paid time off, but it's just I had to save up my money to pay my time off. But it's fine. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I am fucking in it to win it now. Like I said, I still don't think I'm going to be like numero uno, but I'm still going to be up there with the top people getting 60 within the first 7 to 8 days, I'd say. If things go according to plan.
Dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. I plan on being high 50s on that Friday.
Oh,
with
I
the
literally
leveling
just
group.
misheard what you were going to start saying. I literally plan on being
I plan on being high as fuck during the first few days.
I am hypnotic, bud. After a while.
I mean, like, hey, man, if that's part of your leveling strategy, more power to you. I understand the focus that comes with it.
Yeah, I got a few
The major
people.
focus.
Talked to one of my friends today that I used to play with all the time back in Classic, and me and him were like notorious for leveling quick as fuck. And he's planning on playing, but I don't know if he's going to be able to play, like, you know, grind hard mode. But I did find out that my other friend's wife, who's going to be playing a druid, is probably going to be able to know life it as hard as I am. So we might be teaming up at some point, because one of my friends is only going to have a couple days off to play. So she'll probably be able to keep up with us, and then once he has to go back into work, it would probably just be me and her grouping up, which would still be fine. But, I mean, as long as I can get, like, basically to Whirlwind Axe by myself, it's pretty much smooth sailing from there. I don't really need like a partner at that point.
The
Like
WW.
Whirlwind Axe
Axe.
plus freaking Sweeping Strikes at that level, and then Whirlwind
Yeah.
at 36, and it just
That's
gets
why you
better
want to have
and
a
better.
healer. And you're just like, I'm gonna pull everything. Just heal me quick. And then you're
Yeah,
just like,
dude. When I was on the beta, I had who was it? I can't remember his freaking in game. I know who he is, but he was following me around and was just annihilating shit, like pulling stuff that was like 2 or 3 levels higher than me, like 6 of them at a time, and just Sweeping Strikes and Whirlwinding and just crushing them.
it's real, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just demolish, man. I remember doing sweeping strikes and shit up to get Whirlwind Axe on the blood to get the blood. Was it the bloody teeth or what is it? I can't remember what
Blood
it is.
Scalp
From
Tusk.
the blood scalp tusks. Yeah,
Yeah.
doing that, dude, and just pulling like 6 of them and just.
Yeah. That was
Awesome.
rough though. I was level 30 doing that with Def Camp it, and he was 40.
Yeah, that would be rough.
And
dude.
it was bad. Like if we pulled like 1 too many things, or if I stepped too close to something, I was done.
Oh, dude, I just died. I went to the bathroom, but yeah, I got wrecked by the cold
Yeah,
fire.
you looked like you had to go to the bathroom pretty bad. I thought something
Yeah,
bad
you're kinda,
happened. You
No,
jumped
I
up
died,
and
and
sprint.
I was running
Shifting
back. I
around.
was running back. So I took off this quick
And he's got some pressure on the lower intestinal, just kind of like, oh god, I gotta go now.
God.
See you guys later.
I was just out.
Like I heard a joke about the rectum being like the most thoughtful and also most like ruthless thing on your body. You know, at one point you'd be like, hey dude, can you hold on just a little bit? I gotta drive like, 30 feet. Just hold for me. And then other times it's just like, I gave you your time.
Yeah. You like allotted a
motherfucker.
certain amount of time, and then all of a sudden it's just like, yep, you had the time. I don't know if you just need to work on your time management skills or what, but we're gonna fix that today.
We're going live right
We're
now.
gonna go right now. We're going hot. We're going creamy, and you ain't gonna like it, and you gotta go now.
Quality classic WoW content right here, boys. Fucking talking about our bowel movements.
Oh, dude.
So-
we are.
Aside from that, how many
Riveting
servers?
conversation.
How many servers do you guys want
On
to
that side
see?
note, please
wanna
get your
see
poop
50.
socks.
I want to
Cause-
say a minimum of 15.
Because we still haven't even figured out exactly how many people are going to be on the server. So, like, if
back
okay,
in.
if you say you want 15
How you
servers,
doing?
how many?
Yeah.
What's the population you want on those servers?
Huge. It's gonna be absolutely huge. What do you want? That's
So, like I
how
said
is it
before, like I
5K?
think they're gonna do the 3 layers of
Per side?
of 3,000 apiece. That puts us at 9 grand. After a layering is removed, they reduce it down to let's say 5K.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, I don't think we're gonna get my original estimation, which was like 2,500 to 3,000.
It's gonna be
That's what I
like that,
originally
yeah.
wanted. I wanted really all tongue-tied. I really wanted close, tight-knit communities. I wanted like small server populations as much as possible, but that's not going to happen anymore. I think the 5K is a much more reasonable option, especially once layering is gone. Now it's whether or not it's up to Blizzard basically to keep it. If they don't keep it, then they'll keep it like 9 grand a server. I mean, it's a little intense, Blizzard.
The
9
way
grand.
I get what you're saying, but the way that I see it, if you're gonna, like, regardless of what they have the population at, like the standout players are gonna stand out regardless of how many people
Yeah.
are on there. So as far as it being like a tight knit community, I still think that's gonna be a thing. I don't think that there's any way to step away from that in a world that is like this, because the world is so organic and so
World?
dependent on playing.
Warcraft?
Yeah, it's so dependent on playing well with others that even if there's a ton of people, you're still going to remember and want to group with the people who treated you right.
Well, that's if they're not layered out.
Well, yeah. I'm talking about
the thing
after
is-
layering's gone.
Right. Okay, so you're talking about total populations, what we would like to see.
Yeah.
After layering's gone, that's the crazy thing is if they have 8 layers. If we have 8 layers, we're gonna. I mean, that puts like if you have 1 million North American players in 8 layers, that puts like 100,000 people on each layer. That's insane. Or on each server. Yeah. So I just the math just doesn't add up right now. Whenever they get rid of layering, I feel like they're gonna add 10, 15 layers, just to
10,
calm down
15
the server
servers.
size. Yeah,
10, 15
sorry,
servers.
10 to 15 servers.
Because
you're
we
right.
know for a fact that layer count they had stated it prior, unless they've changed their mind, we're gonna get a blue post on us, so we'll completely throw all this out of whack. They had said they had said about 3,000 population per layer, giving us 3 layers of about. They said they wanted 3 layers per server, so that's roughly 9,000. Now, this could be me just making a bad gross estimate, whatever. But like, what if they go the opposite direction? What if they think they need to add more layers and they keep increasing server sizes? I mean, I'd hope to God they get rid of layering. I still do. I hope beyond all hope that layering does not stick around beyond past launch, like the first week of launch. Let layering be there and then get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that it's definitely going to be longer than a week because
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think that we should, but you know, based on their business decisions, they're gonna keep it around a lot longer. I don't think it's necessary after. Honestly, I don't think it's necessary after the first couple days. Like, the worst of it is going to be at the beginning, like the day and the second day, and that's it. After that, it's gonna level out to where if you take it away, there's still gonna be plenty of people to where you get that launch day experience, but not an overabundance to where you can't do it.
Well, dynamic respawn right now is actually a thing, believe it or not, Backhanded Love. It totally is. We got dicked over by it when we were doing some mob grinding, like hard. And then
felt good.
Mr. Raven keeps showing up.
Yes, Raven in the house.
Welcome.
You know what bothers me is that like right now my health is like 281, right?
Yeah.
And so say that I'm at 60 and my health is like 5,281, whatever. No matter what, I will never be able to get rid of that 1 point of health. I just want it to end in a 0, and I hate that so much. It's the one thing about this game I've always hated. Like, I just want it to end. I don't want it to be all weird.
Rip.
Be all weird.
It's so weird. Help me.
Help me.
Save me.
Please help me.
I'm about to do my level 10 quest. Oh, I didn't even put a point in my stuff. Wow, I am trash. I've been leveling this whole time.
Oh, dude, I hit level 12 before I put points in my talent.
Just forgot about it completely. We're good at this game. Hey, by the way, classic WoW content creators, experts in the game, knowledge exceeds our own, and forgetting that we have talent points.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
No,
all good.
well, that's the other thing. Okay, well, maybe we can talk about that. Do I consider myself an expert at the game? I'm not saying that's what you meant. It was obviously sarcastic. But
yeah.
That's one thing I'm really excited about. Classic WoW coming back. For a couple reasons. First of all, the majority of the player base didn't play private servers. There's so much in Classic WoW. We hear all the time we're students of the game. There's so much to learn. Guys, we're going to be learning stuff for the next 3, 4, 5 years in Classic WoW. I don't believe... How long do you think it's going to take before things are theory crafted in...
This is the thing.
I think you can always do weird shit.
Theory crafting is basically getting a soft reset button because the game is changing so much to a way based on like itemization, stuff like that, and then like viability based on things we already learned, and now putting it into an official format where this is a new game in a sense. Theory crafting is almost getting a reset button, but I think that a more accurate name for all of us now would be expert students of the game.
Okay.
Because like because
there's always going to be theory crafting on top of new theory crafting.
We do call it a graduate student.
Well, we do know a tremendous amount. We do know a tremendous amount, but we're not like, you know, we obviously don't know everything. Like, I know a lot about Warriors. I don't know everything about Warriors, but I know enough to where I can play them efficiently in all roles and all specs. But at the same time, like, I know a good bit about rogues, I know a good bit about enhanced shamans and ret pallies and blah blah blah, and tanking and on all those classes except for shaman as well, and except for rogue. But but you know, like,
Tanking on shaman.
Hey, come on now, it's a thing. But
it's a crazy thing.
It's a thing.
But yeah, I mean, I just think that there's still a tremendous amount for me to learn, but at the same time, could I pick up those classes and play them efficiently in PvP and PvE? Yes. But that doesn't make me an expert. Where is this stupid crate? I always forget.
No, I would say most of us are at least learned in what we were doing.
Learned doctors.
No, we're not doctors. Only one doctor here in chat, and that's Melderon.
This house is a prison.
That's true.
On the planet of bullshit. So where'd you get your PhD in Warcraft? I want to take that degree.
Officially put on my
there used to be a college that offered classes for World of Warcraft. There was a thing a while
I
back.
kid you not, guys. This
I want to go
is
to that college.
you know, that's hard to believe, Atticus. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't know how
No,
much
you're
further
good. You're
you
good.
can go
You're
with
good.
that. But I honestly thought about this. I took a social entrepreneurship class this summer, where we talk about how your work, the things that you do, actually impacts the society around you, and how you can get involved in that, how you can make your own businesses like that. And I literally came up with an idea, like, what if I formulated a curriculum for teenagers that played classic WoW, in a way that they could learn leadership skills, they could learn the economy, they could learn various different skills if they followed the curriculum steps that I laid out, and just playing from 1 to 60 on a character. Because and I even heard HypnoticBud make a comment. He was like, dude, I literally got a job because on my job description, on my portfolio, I basically put some things that I achieved in World of Warcraft, like leadership skills or raid leading. Like, it's such a real game. Like, you actually learn things from using this game. So I mean, it's just.
Of course, it wasn't like I led.
No. But basically, you were able to
face.
twist the words in a way.
Geeks in the game.
You need to catch up too, please.
It's just nutty to me to think that World of Warcraft could be that deep.
Yeah, it can be, dude.
What I would
mean,
suggest
it's-
doing if you
whatever you
wanted to
gotta
run
do.
a class like that is you would do an economics class.
Yeah.
It would be start off with economics, but then it would talk about, like, if you're going to go into a business role and you're looking, let's say you're going to be a recruiter and you got to think about the fiscal needs of your company. Like, you can start going into like the different requirements for getting into different enlisting certain classes. There's a lot, like, for instance, let's say we're late game and your guild just lost both its main warrior tanks. They had 2 warrior tanks that were great. They were there all along. They got scalped by somebody else. You know how to put time and money and effort into getting them geared and ready to go again. That is that there's actual monetary gain there. There's your personal time. Just like you would get when you're like hiring new, it wouldn't even need to be an economics class. It could just be something on business. It would be a business class in general. Like the way in which you guys are running Invictus and Invicta, where you have the stock market, is a business opportunity for somebody to invest in their own company.
Absolutely.
You see that nowadays, like how some other companies work when you actually invest in them, the amount of shares you get, the fact that if you have so many shares, you can actually do X, Y, and Z through the company.
Sure.
Like, the company I'm going to is all about that. So, I would say it would have to be a business class, and I would love to take it.
By the way,
Advanced
I
World of
would pay to take
Warcraft
that
business class.
real quick, John Gotti said in chat, they don't have a degree, they just look like high school teachers, and it's deceiving. Talking about our fucking Blazers right now.
Yes, dude.
I will have you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? I'll grab my tie real quick so I at least look somewhat formal.
That's great.
Awesome.
Bernardo Lopez says, Atticus, what race in Alliance and Horde have the best warrior animations? Well, I can tell you,
Really an expert. Testing your knowledge.
I could tell you right now that it's not undead, and it's not trolls. I hate trolls. And Tauren, I mean, Tauren are better, but I'd say for me it's Orc than Tauren. And
I don't know, man. That overhead slam.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like that's the saving grace, but they're just too damn bulky and glugh for me. But on Alliance, I would say human has the best. Night elves are probably second, and then dwarf, and then gnome.
Female night elf, dude. Actually,
True.
female undead warriors are fucking awesome, dude. They do the full
Yeah,
spins,
female
dude.
undeads they're still probably like right up under orcs for me.
Yeah, they do the full spins, dude.
Mhm.
They do the full spins, and then night elves do the full freaking front flips.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Love it.
Look at Pohgren and his tie.
It's business time.
I'm a businessman.
Business. I love it when
I
he
do
walks
business,
in, though.
man.
You see him in his freaking
Female night elf.
yes, dude, just gym shorts. I love it.
Yes, and I'm just wearing a tie. It's business time.
Business time.
I died.
Where the hell is the bag merchant in freaking Thunder
I
Bluff?
don't know, man, because I'm not going to be on super long tonight. That's the problem. But I do have a half a day tomorrow, so hopefully this stream, this isn't an actual exact 24-hour thing, and I can hop back on to stream tomorrow afternoon, I should say. Sorry.
Does anybody know? Anybody?
But I'm going to probably hit level 10 before we leave log off, because right now I'm almost at 5.
I've heard 24 hours.
Yeah, it said it ends on Friday. They didn't have a final date. That's all we know.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I'm probably not going to play anymore after I get off tonight because it's just whatever.
Yeah. It's just a stress test. It's not like we haven't been here for all of them at this point.
Yeah, I'm like, I've pretty much got this area mapped out at this point.
Flight
You
of
know
the
what's great though
Conchords.
is like I'm learning new things.
Why do
'cause
I know that?
Find
That's
the
a
bag. The
Canadian
guy to buy
band.
bags from it. Thunderblow.
Yes, it's business time. It's business time. I'm like, Flight of the Conchords. Oh, fuck yeah, it is Flight of the Conchords. I even had the dude's voice in my head when I said it.
Dude, I wanted
Business
classic,
time.
but I think I've died 10 times and I'm only level 12.
That what someone just said.
No, I've died 10 times.
Oh, you.
Jesus, dude. I'm level 8 and I haven't died once on a warrior single.
Nah, dude, I've died like 10 times.
Now I gotta find the song Business Time. Hold on.
There's a song.
I'm a businessman. I'm
I'm
a
a
businessman. Stay about my
Business Time
business,
by
man.
Flight of the Conchords is a great singing comedian group. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in the chat here. Boys, when you get time.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
There we go.
Shaw.
Shot.
Business Time.
Anyway.
Do we have
So-
anybody in the chat right now? I'm not looking at it.
We have
Yeah.
we got quite a few people over on Twitch, and we have quite a few people over on YouTube right now, actually.
They throwing up any
Okay,
discussions
good.
at all that we could talk on, or
Negative, not at the moment.
no questions?
No, no.
Hmm.
they're
If
just
anybody
kinda
has
chilling
any
out,
questions,
listening to us.
yeah.
Fill in the questions.
Mhm.
Let
Got a bunch
them
of
roll
workers.
in, baby.
Until then, though, is there anything that's changing as far as like we've all still been, you know, testing this and that and blah blah blah. It's fucking guild thing. Anyway, is anybody changing any of their launch day preparations? Like what do you? I mean, Pohgren, you're not gonna be able to be there on launch.
So but literally my launch preparations are when I wake up in the morning, I'm actually gonna wake up. So launch happens the 27th, right?
Yeah, it'll be 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Central.
It's
Oh, it
5
actually
p.m.
works out
Central
pretty
time.
good.
No,
'cause
no,
that
no.
means I will be on for launch.
No. It's 26 for us. 27th is the worldwide release.
26.
Yeah, it'll be
at
Monday
5
night.
p.m.
It'll be Monday night, 5-6 p.m. 4,
Yep.
5, 6 p.m.
So
for
that means I
It's
should
5
be home
Central
by then
time.
to start playing. I'll probably be streaming that night of. I'll probably try to push it so that way I'm putting you about 6 hours of sleep, or so. And if I have to go to bed earlier, what I'll do is I'll end up waking up early in the morning, playing some more when I wake up, and then going to work, and then
Would you
just
just
try to
be a
maximize.
fucking
Going
man
to
and just go all
work.
night and then work all night the next day?
Yeah,
no,
dude.
because I'm training. I
Come
want to make sure
on,
I at least
Pohgren.
have mind, like my
You don't
mind
need
is
that.
there.
You
You're
need
just
to
gonna
tell
hang
them
your bag and
straight
go to
up.
sleep.
Just be like, look, y'all wouldn't give me this time off. You get me at 20% capacity. That's how it goes.
Nah, dude. the amount these company is taking care
get
of
me.
me, I will do whatever they ask of me.
I
give
feel
me
you.
a
I mean,
20%
realistically, it doesn't like
capacity.
matter that much because
If
you
anything,
know.
it might be more beneficial for me to lag behind. It might make my level experience that much easier.
I mean, I'd hope that's the case, but I feel like a lot of people will probably have that same mentality, and it's probably going to be pretty consistent after the first 3 hours. I think it's going to be pretty consistent for everybody who's playing for the next few days. If I didn't play Horde back in vanilla, no private server experience, would you recommend it? Mostly in it for the leveling journey. I've played both
he said
sides.
He played Horde back in the day.
If he said if I didn't play Horde back in the day.
Oh, absolutely. It's a completely different game.
It is very different until you get to like
I'll be right back.
Stranglethorn basically. Then things start to merge, but you still do a lot of the, you know, back and forth between like Horde only quest, blah 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 blah. But yeah, if you are looking for a fresh experience, I would definitely switch it up because there's definitely enough difference there to validate, you know, doing something new and it feeling new.
It depends on what you want to get out of the game, and I'll be in a position where I'm going to be able to play a lot of Classic, and one of my aspirations is, I talk about this all the time, is to connect the dots. Because there's quest lines on both factions that talk about certain factions in the game that you need both sides of the story if you were to play both Horde and Alliance. Now I know the majority of players aren't going to be able to play 1 to 60 on both factions. You probably wouldn't get the full storyline even if you were just to do it one time through. But you see the other side of the coin whenever you play the other faction. It depends on your goal. Like if that's what you want to experience, then absolutely. If you just want to hit 60 and you're interested in doing in-game content, doing in-game PvP, and you're more familiar with Alliance, I mean, that's just what your goal is to get to that end point, then no, Horde may not be as appealing. And again, people pick Horde and Alliance just because of feel. People really like, dude, I could never play Alliance. I just couldn't because
I could only play possibly Night Elf or
Oh my
Dwarf.
God.
Those are the only two I could probably
you
play.
look like a little dwarf.
I know I do. Like, I actually love Tolkien dwarves. Like, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fanboy. If it wasn't apparent by the amount of nerdness that I have, of course I love Lord of the Rings. I even have a Lord of the Rings tattoo on my arm. But you know.
Oh my god. Okay, so John Gotti asked, Atacus, what are your PvP plans? Lots of pre-mades, PvP-oriented guild. Which BG do you favor for the rank grind? So, for my PvP plans, I'm definitely going to be, like, in the first phase, I'm not really concerned. I'll kill people when I see them, but I'm not really concerned with, you know, going out of my way to PvP consistently because there's not... There's much better things that I could be doing with my time to get ready for when it does matter. So the primary focus in phase 1 is most certainly going to be getting, you know, everything that I need ready for phase 2. Getting the best gear that I can so that I have the best potential for killing fuckers, etc., etc. But
killing fuckers.
Yep, that's right.
That's
but
what they call it nowadays.
But
What happened to the chicken?
I do
Chicken fucker.
chicken
Not
fuckers.
choking chicken.
What the hell?
Oh.
But
Choking the chicken masturbation? Okay, never mind.
anyway,
Like, what happened to the monkey?
so my
Yeah.
aside from that though, like when I do get to max, I do plan on hosting PvP events. Like some of the things I want to do is a bunch of different arena type events in the Gurubashi arena where you have like teams of 2,
Oh,
3s, like 5s, like 2, 3s, and 5s tournaments and shit like that. So that's something that I'm really interested in doing. But aside from that, my guild is definitely going to be PvP oriented. We're the ones that'll be hosting those things. I'm recruiting for my guild. I can give you a link. I think here's a link right here. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. We're not going to post that. That's something else. But
Hey, send that link over to me.
no, it was just the it was just the description. But anyway, yeah. So the other thing is that what was I saying? BG for that I favor for rank. It's whichever one's gonna give me the most honor. I mean, my favorite battleground will always be Arathi Basin, but I can't like.
Yes, dude.
My favorite doesn't matter if I'm trying to push rank. Like, for the most part, I'll probably be grinding AB more than anything, but once I get to the point where everything is, like, super has to be perfect, then I'll just go to whichever one's going to give me more honor, which, historically is AV, yeah.
Unless you get a really good group.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Warzone
That's what I'm
Gold
saying.
or
If I have a good pre-made, then I'll be doing probably AB
Yeah.
and just
do
sit
AB.
there and, like, camp them at their
Camp it
spawn or
out.
something, but, yeah. But, yeah, aside from that, that's about where I'm at with it. I want to do it. I want to do it to it.
So, a question about this dynamic respawn for you guys. I haven't experienced this yet, but does it come up for nodes as well? Anybody?
Guild application, by the way. It
Haven't noticed. Haven't seen it.
probably not, I'd say.
Okay.
I feel like it would just be
I
for
just
mobs.
got mining, so I'm going back to leveling now from Thunderbluff, and I see a node right now. I'm gonna pick it up, but I was just curious if anybody noticed, like, do the resources kind of dynamically respawn as well?
That would be better, definitely.
It would be.
No, I'm not sure. The only thing I can talk on what I saw with dynamic respawns was Shiza Mach, and I missed freaking Kreenig. Sorry. The only thing I can notice is that it's based off of population. So the amount of people that are in your layer, the amount of people that are around you. I've also heard this: the amount of mobs that you kill in a certain area. Guys, I was level 8 and I was killing harpies in the northwest part of Mulgore. And we had 5 people in this harpy area. Harpies were popping up left and right. Like I said, the dynamic respawn in the 5 to 10 area wasn't as prominent in that 1 to 5 starting zone, but because more people were killing mobs, and this was also said by that one guy that streams, and he was like a Classic WoW developer. He's also stated that more people that killed
Mike
mobs.
Kern?
Yeah. No, I don't know what
Kevin
that guy's
Jordan.
name is, but he streams.
Kevin Jordan.
Kevin Jordan. He also affirmed that. So that's the only thing I've seen off of dynamic respawns. The amount of people that are around you, and also the amount of mobs that you're killing in a certain area, that increases the dynamic respawns. But that's all I can talk on.
So,
Okay.
so dynamic respawn's based off how many people are around you, right? I have now killed I have gotten 12 Vile Familiars all from one spawn spot. I literally just been sitting here auto-attacking, and he'll die, respawn instantly.
See, that's crazy. Like, that's way faster than what it was earlier.
I feel like something's broken right here.
Yeah. Well, if we had that submit a bug thing, that would be cool.
I would totally submit it.
That would be cool.
But no, we weren't invited. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I still have the beta on my client and everything like that. I don't know
Super
about you.
salty.
Do you guys still have the beta on your
Yeah,
phone?
it's still on there for some reason, but nothing we
I
can do
still
about
see
it.
the beta on there.
Okay.
Maybe for internal use. I don't know.
It might be for internal use. It might just be something they're going to keep there, and then maybe you'll get a toy or something like that for being part of the beta.
Fuck out of here with your cosmetics.
Dude, I'm not saying.
I saw somebody with little Diablo ran by me, dude. Somebody with little Diablo.
No, you did not.
Yeah, dude. The original.
Oh yeah. The original
OG.
pets are in the game. Confirmed.
Yep.
No,
Like,
I
yep.
know they are, but you saw it right now.
Yep.
Like,
How?
He ran by me
Shut.
over in Bloodhoof Village.
Oh,
He ran
because
by
it's-
me, and I was like,
It's because it's based on your account, and it's just,
No.
oh, you
Right,
logged
right.
in. He probably had it in his mailbox waiting for him.
it makes me so sad.
so
that,
cool.
that
In that
people-
case, sorry, go ahead.
That's so cool though.
no,
Yeah.
it just makes me sad that that's one more thing that I can't get.
I know. You had to be
But I
there,
mean-
part of that original Blizzard
It
event.
falls in line
man.
with who Blizzard is. I mean, it makes
Yeah.
It's Blizz-like. That's
Well,
total
you know
Blizz.
what?
It is Blizz-like.
You know what, everyone? When we get our, remastered Cataclysm servers, I better get my Deathwing Murloc, okay? All right.
Deathwing
Do you
Murloc.
think
dude.
they'd make Cataclysm?
Fuck no.
No, that's
No,
so
because
great. We can all agree on that just instantaneously. Like,
yeah.
fuck no.
No. That would be
No.
that would be
Not
a
gonna
waste of money and resources. So much.
I can
down
see.
the
I
drain.
can see
One
the trio.
server. They would have one server with no kappa.
I can see the trio happening all the way up to Wrath
Yeah.
of the Lich King.
Oh,
I
hell
can
yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
I
The
can
thing
see the
is,
trio.
the further that they push, the more it's gonna get split up, because they're gonna. But at the same time, it could grow more because more people. The more options you have, I feel, for those 3 good ones, the more it's gonna pull certain people back
Well,
and be like, all right, well maybe
I
I'll
will
play.
say the
Like,
majority of players. The majority of players remember TBC and Wrath of the Lich King. Not many people played Classic. Granted, there were millions of people that did, but there are also millions of players that only played TBC and Wrath of the Lich King. TBC
True.
and Wrath is their classic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the trio is definitely gonna be going strong.
Oh, I agree with you. I think that this classic WoW to a lot of people is not World of Warcraft to them, and they have no interest in
Right.
playing this because there's so many people out there that are just 100% like, I do arena and that's it. That
Right.
it's going to just change. You know what I'm saying? They're not just gonna forget that arena exists. Like, I love arena. I love it hands up and hands down. Like, I've played it to the point where I've had the best gear that you can possibly get at that point in the game, and the tabard and everything. But is it make or break for me? No. I'd rather still be able to do battlegrounds and just slam a giant weapon into someone's face, and it just means something on a level that's not terrible like BFA is. But that's just me.
Preach.
It's just that nothing
Speak the
matters in
truth,
retail
you great
anymore.
man.
You kill somebody in Classic, they know, and they hate you, and they
break
want to
the
kill
keyboard.
you. Yeah, and you get something for it. You get a tangible reward for it. It may not be right then and there, but it is something that is going to help you progress further and further. It's just better all around.
Because
But-
you just deleted that person from the earth.
Yes, exactly. But when they come back up, they're going to be mad as hell, and they're going to be like, oh, I'm getting him. I'm coming back for him. And then you get to shit on him again and really crush his spirit and make him start questioning all choices he's ever made, and he forgets why he even exists. But that's what does it for me.
Oh my god, dude. So awesome. Love it.
Voodoo, I'm right there with you, man. Being a TBC Wrath of the Lich King baby that's definitely what I was. I never got to endgame in Classic. I never even got to endgame in TBC. Honestly, both of those are awesome. But... Oh, shut up,
Dude,
This game robbed you of your destiny as a child, and you have such a hard on back to get
did you
that.
say
money.
Destiny's
damn right.
Child? I love Destiny's Child.
I love Destiny's Child.
As a child,
Yep.
it ruined his destiny.
It did.
I love Destiny's
Destiny's
Child.
It's time.
Totally
I'll tell you what.
It's time
Classic
for
WoW.
Atticus to uptake his new. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sir.
Classic WoW absolutely changed my life. I mean, that's how big of a deal this is. That's how big of a
Yeah, no, it is. It's
game
fucking
changer
real.
this thing is, man.
This is the real
A
deal.
piece of me. There's been a missing part of me ever since Classic left. I mean, let's be honest. Ever since Wrath of the Lich King left.
Let's be honest.
Yes, after Wrath of the Lich King, the game just wasn't the same anymore.
No, man, it's terrible.
I do
Went away
blame
from the
looking for
social
raid.
and went to the plebs, dude. The plebs after.
Looking for raid, and then the whole guild system
God.
where you got all those bonuses and shit like that, and how it just became so superfluous. Like,
Bu-
I remember when a guild actually meant
Join the.
something,
It
and
was like
nowadays
join the
they're
biggest guild and you're fine. That's all it was.
Yeah, but I need to farm gold by buying WoW tokens and pay people to carry me.
dailies. I have to do all of these dailies. I have to do 16 dailies.
I remember when dailies like were the
Hey, that
first
was
thing in
TBC all the
TBC.
way.
They were great.
Yes.
They were great in TBC.
They were fun.
They were
You gotta get that dragon
engaging,
from the
but then
dailies.
it turned into, oh, now we have world quests, and it's like I don't
Gotta get-
feel like doing this shit. Like I
Gotta
don't
get
want
the
to
flying
log in.
stingray, dude.
Yeah, or having to
Flying
do
stingray.
a retarded amount of achievements and quests to get your flying. Like you telling me to get
Yeah,
my
that's
like that's just
stupid.
like
I was like, you should be able to pay, and I should be able to learn this. I shouldn't have to do a million quests and be honored with, exalted with 30 fucking factions. And...
I mean, I don't mind the idea of a faction, like required for like the keying for
yeah, the keying for the
BC
I know what
and
you're
stuff
talking
like
about.
that. You have to have certain reps
to get
to
into
the dungeons and shit
the-
like that.
yeah,
I didn't
near
mind
the
that. I
raids.
thought that was a really cool aspect. That means you have to be engaged with the world and actually be a part of it. If you
don't
will.
fucking come on. No, why did you pull that stupid mob? You fucking idiot. I hate you. I hate you with a fucking passion. Okay,
Grace,
all right.
how we doing over
Everything
there?
maybe it did. It's a race right now. Hold on. I hate you. I fucking hate you so much, OQ. You piece of shit.
Hey! It sounds like a classic WoW stream now.
I
Yeah.
love it, dude.
This motherfucker. So this warlock is fighting this mob, and there's another one that's far enough out of my range to where I'm not gonna aggro it, and there's a chest. So I go up to start looting the chest. The rogue that's in my group decides he's gonna go pull the mob that's out of range and bring it close enough to me to put me in combat. So I'm in the middle of casting the fucking loot, and then all of a sudden I'm in combat, so I can't loot. Now the warlock's out of combat and he can fucking loot it. Hate my fucking.
Wow.
Wow.
Do you
Sorry
need a
guys,
hug?
I'm over it.
Do you need a hug?
I just loved
me
your,
how you really
like,
feel.
your ramp up right there. Like whatever that was.
That was all it was. That's all I needed right there to get it out of my system.
Skeet.
Go look at the video on my Twitch of me killing a hunter on the beta. I was fucking reeing like a motherfucker when I killed him. I was like, yeah, ree! By the way,
So great.
at the point that I was on the beta, I think I only killed 4 people. That shit was so annoying. There was nobody playing anymore.
Oh yeah, but you played like the last 2 weeks though, right?
Yeah, basically.
Not even, maybe the last week it seemed like.
Yeah, about a week and a half maybe. It was
Yeah,
depressing because like I was having
It was
fun.
time for
What level did you get to?
40. I maxed out.
Wow. Oh shit.
See,
okay.
and okay, so check this out. That brings up a good point. At what point does Classic not become worth it? The longevity of Classic WoW. Now, people quit the game because no. People quit the game because there was no point to it. At what point does Classic WoW's lifespan last? Does it become not worth it anymore?
as
Is it
soon
that
as
2-year
they,
mark,
as
3-year
soon as
mark?
they announce, TBC.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not worth
probably-
it anymore. Is it?
Not
it's
to me, it
dead?
won't be, but I
Mm.
think a lot of people are gonna go. TBC's in 2 months. I'm not doing Nax. I'm not
Yeah,
playing.
maybe.
anymore.
Well, that would be a problem that would happen. I would say probably. I don't think Classic itself, with the way they have it set up right now, is ever going to become.
I
to a
mean the
point where-
original Classic server. I'm talking about the one we're getting right now, and not a reset. At what point does
Oh
this?
no, I'm telling you, like I don't think that would ever happen. I think people just
Right.
reroll characters and start all over again.
Okay,
That or he's
okay.
got something with the BC. Like it might be like that. 5 years down the road, we'll get
BBC?
like TBC.
Yeah.
But,
TBC.
like when we get TBC, I would say
Like-
5 years down the road when TBC is announced, or it does
I don't think it'll
finally.
be 5. They want the money, dude. I bet it'll be 3 at
I'm,
most.
I'm talking about the BBC. Anyway, No, I like
British
British
Broadcasting?
Broadcasting?
yes, exactly.
Fucking Pohgren.
But no, I think that the only
bro.
time that classic WoW
Yes.
becomes obsolete is if you're okay. As long as you can carry the character over to whatever expansion they make, then everything you're doing will always matter. Because
Yes.
even whenever they announced TBC, nobody quit. They were just like some people quit,
If I
but
If
most
I can make
people.
a copy of my character and carry it over, that'd be dope.
Yeah, that
So
too.
I can
There'll
keep
be-
playing.
there'll be
That's what they
certain
should-
options.
They'll probably end up having
There,
it.
there will be certain things to
But either way, it was still just be like, okay, well, yeah, I mean, most of this gear is not going to matter, but I still want to get the best stuff that I can because I want to have it for running out the gates and doing those first couple quests. Like, I'd grind out all the fucking gear that I could just so I could get those first few quests done just a little bit faster. Even if I'm going to replace it, I don't care. I still want to have that edge. But there's also
Exactly.
people who want to get those like legendaries that they're never going to get rid of, or like certain iconic
My Thunder
iconic
Fury
pieces.
ain't going anywhere for all
Yeah,
existence.
yeah.
It'll stay on me forever.
Have fun with
I'm glad
those
I'm glad
100 Arcanite bars, dude.
You're liking it, Upwog.
We're getting close to
thank you
the end
very
of the
much,
stream
Pog.
here, though,
It has
so
been a good
let's
conversation.
we're not wrapping it up yet, but
we are getting pretty close. But
Yeah,
no,
but we're
no,
getting close.
I'm about level 6 right now, so I'm not gonna hit level 10.
Yeah, let's see, what am I
Starcraft
at?
took way too long. Like, holy
I'm at-
crap.
I'm at 2 hours and 52 minutes played, and I'm at about 8.5 right now. Solo warrior, haven't died a single time.
I'm about an hour and 39 minutes in total on this character.
Jeez, I'm freaking 6 hours. I've been farting around.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
only level 12 and a half.
I'm 5 hours and 26 minutes, but I was in that
12.5?
I was in that fucking shit storm at the beginning. It took me an hour and a half to get out of the level 5 zone.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that's something we could talk about, though. So you think there is there's a with this type of system that they're implementing, you think there may be an advantage to waiting slightly if you're not very
No.
first login on that tier?
I think that there's
No.
a very, very small window that if you were to start playing during that time, you would be able to eventually catch up and be kind of right behind the leading pack.
Right.
Just because it's a very small window. I'm talking like maybe like an hour where it would matter.
right inside there.
But like there's no way of telling when it would be. It's just
I know that's what I just thought it would be kind of an interesting topic to kind of
yeah.
talk about, because it's like I feel like I got a huge advantage over just being I was like 4 hours late. Not saying that'll be a viable thing when it actually launches, but I feel like the way I've been leveling consistently, always having mobs, I haven't had to fight people over questing zones except for that very first part.
Mhm.
Right.
Like the very first, just that single guy you have to kill and get his head. Other than that, all the mobs have been like here. They've been spawned. Like I've been able to kill them, except this fucking cougar,
Named NPCs
flatland
right
cougar
now.
femur will not drop. Oh, it dropped. Oh.
I would almost say, Atacus, that if you wanted to quest, it might actually be faster if you had a group of maybe just you and somebody else to go to Tauren. If you want a quest level, go Tauren. Just because you won't have to deal with the name Bob issues except for in one spot.
One spot.
Which is the beginning part, that named boar king.
Yep.
And he responds pretty quick.
He does.
So
It wasn't too
having
bad.
him being the only one versus like Sarkoth and this guy, you're gonna get slowed down like crazy.
Yeah, especially on that island. Yeah, on the island.
Yeah.
And then
Orc
Shit, yeah, sorry.
or get the fuck out.
I'm just saying.
No, I feel you.
be fair.
No, that would be the faster way to do it for sure. It'd be starting in Mulgore, but I can't.
But the problem is,
Come
there's
be a
literally a
Tauren.
point- there's literally a point where your experience in Mulgore no longer helps because of how spread out everything is.
Yeah.
Your final quest to get to level 12.
I don't know,
it
dude.
takes you a
There's
good 10,
the
20 minutes to
dynamic
walk between.
grinding while questing, and that's what I've been doing, is working very well. So kill just everything on your way over.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
it's
dude,
working
it's
very
a
well.
grind fiesta. All classic WoW is a grind.
Grind
I'm
fiesta.
telling you guys, it's
Fiesta.
the quests are just a joke.
What about a
it's
face
literally
fuck
who can
fiesta?
grind the fastest.
Face fuck fiesta.
What? Hello?
Hello. What? What
That's
are
pretty
we
much
talking
what WoW
Can I
is
get
as
a
well.
Fiesta bowl,
honestly.
please?
Fiesta bowl,
I need-
by the way.
I need the face fuck fiesta bowl.
This is just gonna fucking. I just can't even like. I've got the meat sweats.
I got the meat sweats.
I don't know about you. I'm completely forsaking the diet video I put out, and I am literally only eating 32-ounce steaks for every meal throughout this entire World of Warcraft grind.
That sounds like
chicken.
a fucking plan.
I don't need no.
Sounds
chicken,
like,
only
you know, see,
steak.
there's a strategy there, all right. You think fiber makes you shit, right? All right, well, you don't have any fiber. You just get bound the fuck up. You don't have to shit at all. No life in hardcore. And then,
No one needs.
and then once you hit 60, you just drink an entire bottle of magnesium citrate or citrate, and you're good to go. Like that's the new meta. You're just fucking gripping the toilet for the rest of the night. You're good.
Oh,
it's like I hit 60, but I'm suffering now.
That's terrible.
I love it, dude.
Tons of cheese.
Now,
no, steak
by the
and
way,
cheese. Steak
If you
and
want to buy an official World of Warcraft poop sock, just come over to my channel here at HypnoticBud.
cheese. Oh my god.
On Twitch.
You
I'm
seriously
just
have like poop socks you're gonna hand out to people? Did you literally just go to Walmart and grab a pack of tube socks and strap it onto like a pair of underwear?
Dude, I will do it.
Great.
Stapled
Sell them
it.
for like $2 a piece. Like,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make
sock.
I'm gonna make 5 of them, limited editions, like 5, so I can keep.
Oh my
No,
God.
seriously. So I'm gonna make
Have
it
your
5
face
so
on
that
them
I
so
have
I
one
can
for
put on
myself
this.
as well to hold on, you know, because we gotta have 6, right? Anyway, I'm gonna make like 5 of them, sell them for like $10 a piece.
Shut up.
$10 a piece. You're gonna be just selling them on launch day.
Render on my chat just said I bought Alliance socks on Jinx to poop in.
Hell yeah, dude!
Dude, that's
Oh,
hilarious.
Hell yeah!
Really?
Hey, they just had brand new 15-year anniversary Horde and Alliance socks released today, I think.
Sounds like we're all going over to Jinx.
No, it's on classic. Jinx doesn't have the latest.
Oh my god, I can't handle it.
Got you.
The, what is the Blizzard?
Whoa, dude.
Whatever it is.
Dude.
What happened, Grace?
The warlock that I'm playing with, his imp just said some stuff in
I
demonic.
got it! I fucking got it. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I got from Italian.
No, it just freaked me out a little bit. The warlock that I'm playing
Good
with,
job,
his
Pohgren.
imp just made an emote, and it was in demonic, so I couldn't understand it. And that's one thing on private servers. If you've been playing lately, they don't have that coded in. You can always understand everybody. But like I was in the dwarven, I was getting those dwarven tools in the Mulgore starting zone, and I was killing dwarves, and they were talking in dwarven, and I couldn't understand what they were saying. It was just a really neat part of the game that is coming back.
Yeah,
True.
No, that's
it's
cool.
it's really fucking cool.
I remember that shit though. I remember going over to Ironforge as Horde, like, cause I was going to Noma or something, and I remember hearing like seeing the dwarves running after me, and they're like, and I was like,
Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry, I don't speak Japanese, and I'm just running away.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, that is cool. I didn't even know that I remembered that until you just said something about it.
Right,
'Cause
right.
You
we've
know
been,
what's really cool? I'm running through Mulgore right now, and there's really tall grass, and as I run past it with my big torn ass, it like moves out of the way.
got the really
It's
tall
cool.
grass
the
running
graphics
past it
turned
with my
all
big
the way
torn
up.
ass.
We got that ultra. Oh, dude, I love it. We should make our own.
I have
fucking
custom right now.
remix
Okay, I'm going to
edition
Ultra now.
about a song about pissing, but make it World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
Yeah.
All right, the long debate for anyone
Even
out
over.
there, who isn't aware, this is something that is going to help you sound like you know what you're talking about. It is VC, not DM.
Backhanded.
No, get out of here with that.
Dead
crap.
Mines.
It
It's
is
outta
Dead
here.
Mines all day.
VC.
Stop.
DM is freaking Dire Maul.
We're elitists, dude. No, elitists are the only ones that say VC. I
No,
don't care about this.
no.
The casual
See,
player
see,
base understands DM.
see. If
okay,
you
if you're
Yeah,
level
it's always
15,
DM to me.
you're not going for Dire Maul anyways. Get out of here with that.
Okay, so Van Cleef. What are you, Alliance?
no, I'm just saying for everyone.
Exactly. What are
For
you
everyone.
talking
Want you
about?
in here?
What are you even talking
Listen. For the people who were actually old enough
Sir,
to
do
be
you even
there,
Game?
for the people
You
who were
even
actually
Horde,
old
sir.
enough to be there, it was VC.
Oh my goodness.
To be there.
I'm fucking with you.
Tippy
I'm
ass.
fucking with you. I'm fucking
Stop.
with you.
I don't know.
Now
Who's-
even
Actually,
game.
that's a good question. Who's the oldest one here?
Me?
Well, definitely not me.
Spy confirmed.
Who
Yeah,
is?
I'm 29.
Oh, you are? Yeah, then you're lowest. I'm 28, so
Yeah.
I mean we're right there, man.
Yep.
I was on
I'm
Horde
almost
side.
That's
though.
that's
I
why
don't know.
that's why I
I can't
put
be
me
part of
in
that
that's why I put me on the old guy in the classic WoW thumbnail.
Dude, it's so great. I love it, dude. Our thumbnail's so fucking up.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted GraysForDays to show up in a dress tonight.
That would have been beautiful. Please next week, Grace, please.
Just turned 51.
If you look, if you just wear like a nice looking tank top with that and never stand up, we'll never know if it's a dress or not.
Yeah, exactly. You
That's
just
what
cut
I
it
love
off at the
about
bottom
this game,
and
though, is
wear
the age
shorts.
range of people you get to play with. The fact that we have Outlaw, he's 51 years old.
But anyway,
Dude's generation is way different than ours. But yeah, this is something we can have in common with this.
Yeah,
person.
it was
I love
interesting
that.
on
Brings
that
the worlds together.
survey. Most of us are like from 25 to 35.
which was the right range for when Classic came out. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
it's
14
cool.
through 16 playing Classic. Like,
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
I
like
was
13,
9,
14 when
right.
I started.
Oh yeah, you're part of this smaller, lower generation group.
the degenerate
Yeah, I
generation.
think I was enough. There's 9-year-olds that actually got to playing Classic. Like I got in the summer of 2005, so obviously I didn't hit level cap.
Summer
because
of 2000.
of reasons,
Like
but
I had friends who were like 6 years old playing EverQuest that played World of Warcraft when they were like, totally get it, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're a very small percentage though. It's kind of cool though that even you, who played it at a young age, was like so impressed by
no.
this game.
And well, that's what I always talk about that on stream. I'm like, dude, I was not, and it's a weird flex, right? But I'm like, dude, I was 9 years
Weird
old.
flex.
I was 9
Weird
years old.
flex,
when
bro,
I
but okay.
experienced the World of Warcraft. Now remember, it's 2004. Guys, I always bring up I played PlayStation 2 games, and for a 9-year-old kid, this game was crack cocaine. We had grown adults quitting their job. Imagine a 9-year-old kid getting immersed in this world. It's second to none. It's an experience like no other. I literally have an impression on me that can't be relived by teenagers or adults. Like, dude, a 9-year-old kid thrown into the World of Warcraft. So
Well, there'll probably be new 9-year-olds
world?
getting into this, but yeah.
yeah,
Of
but a
Warcraft?
9-year-old kid, a new 9-year-old kid has been playing Fortnite. A new 9-year-old kid has had an iPad and play since 5.
You know what's
Yeah.
really funny though is our generation will be the generation to get our kids into World of Warcraft.
True that.
That are going to be like 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's gonna be
But
nuts. I played this game when I was your
to put that in
age.
perspective,
Exactly, dude.
to put that in perspective, compare someone playing something like Fortnite now with, tons of people online to transferring to World of Warcraft versus someone playing something like Final Fantasy and transferring to World of Warcraft. One player game versus a million player game. There's a huge difference in like how we transferred over,
Yeah.
But that's just
Is it weird to say that I feel like this is gonna have good consequences for like the next generations of gamers?
no. That's what I've been
I
saying.
will.
Is that's what
Okay.
what will happen is like it's gonna force all these like other companies to make shit that doesn't suck. Like they're gonna have to stop being like making casual games if they're gonna have a competition that's as good as this.
This is going to be huge. That's what and to go off that point, it's just going to be
Well,
one of those games that's game changing for the industry.
okay,
we're
so check this out. I don't know if it is game changing for the industry, guys. We're in the world of microtransactions, guys. I just got the WoW Diary. It's amazing. We don't have any other record of somebody that was a game developer in Vanilla WoW that's written a piece like this. But he talks so much about the corporate world and how it affected Blizzard eventually down the road. Like,
Yeah.
he talks about like companies don't function the way they did in 2004. I don't know if it's possible to pull off another classic WoW. Just because of the way things work nowadays, and it's super sad to say, but
Well, the funny thing
I know
about
we
that,
say it's a new area of gaming, but I don't know if it's going to be pulled off. It takes.
Yeah.
I'm just interested if they do, if another company comes out with something this serious and this big and this, literally it'll be game changing because it won't be WoW, but it'll be the next WoW. And if they do that and they put it off correctly, they're gonna spin it as this is the next World of Warcraft classic. This is the original OG of this game.
That's
So-
awesome, Brett.
I feel like someone they have the capabilities to do it. They kind of have the knowledge to do it. But you're right. Nobody's going to be that experienced within the gaming world now because all those guys have retired or moved on to different positions.
I will say on the flip coin of things, they talked about how WoW was a miracle to pull off itself because it had never been done before.
Yeah.
John Stat's a game designer, dungeon designer. He talked about how insane it was to create these dungeons because no one had made dungeons like dungeons were in Classic WoW in 2004, right?
Because they were like retarded huge.
Yeah. And he talked about how like the amount of things that they had to work with. If you developed a huge dungeon, you couldn't really go back in time and fix it. It took hundreds of hours to create these dungeons, and you couldn't scale them down. So they had no idea they didn't know how to ask the team, hey, how big is the dungeon supposed to be? All these different aspects. Now, there's lots of the formula to success, I think, was captured with Classic WoW for the first time, and that there is something to be said that you could recreate this because you've seen it once before. So maybe you can counteract the fact that we're living in a microtransaction corporate world nowadays, and you have the secret formula like they didn't have back.
Yeah. So just to kind of wind things down, because we are coming to a close here in the Goodnight AZEROTH community, I just want to say, I just took a minute there, like as you were talking about that, to I don't know if anybody saw, I literally had a huge smile on my face because I realized we're talking about a game that is so near and dear to all of our hearts, obviously, but also a game that someone designed 16, 17 years ago, literally sat here and designed this thing I'm killing. And I'm killing it with a huge smile on my face. A freaking prairie stalker. And I'm sitting here
It just feels good. It just feels good.
yeah, dude, I'm just sitting here like, wow. That was 16, 17 years ago. Someone designed this thing I'm murdering, and just like, yes, this is great. This is great. Like, that's awesome, dude. Whoever that was, give him a bonus. He's probably retired, but give him a bonus.
It's just that this game has stood the test of time better than any other game out there. I mean, you could say that, like, Tetris and other games that like have constantly been like reimagined and whatnot have been, you know, they stand the test of time, but they don't stand the test of time in their original format. It's always changed in some way.
Sure.
But this, we want it in its original format. We want it as close as it could possibly be. And I mean, realistically, the way patches work and whatnot, we can't have it that way, but we're getting it as close as it can. And nobody wants that shit for like Pac-Man or Tetris, other than just the people who just want to play the old game.
And they'll just go play the original arcade somewhere at a bar.
Yeah, like you're not gonna like make money off of those original ones nowadays. Like, other than setting up a freaking old school Pac-Man thing in a bar.
Arcade.
Yeah, that's the only way you'll make money, and it won't be on the level that they're making money off of this game.
Oh,
so
hands down, no,
that's what I'm saying, is that like the level of desire there is for this game is absurd in comparison to what it's like.
Yep. So I figured we close on that. If Pohgren, Grays, if you guys have any ending notes.
I have absolutely nothing. GraysForDays.
No, I'm absolutely killing it on the beta right now. I'm loving the test. It's not the beta.
John.
It's
the beta? What?
Hey, John's got a question real quick. What's the rental cost on tuxedos nowadays?
I just bought a full suit, a suit and pants.
He was being funny because we're
$160.
wearing blazers.
What did he say?
I know, but it's about $160.
Oh, okay, got you.
I bought this last week.
Yeah.
But $160 for a suit and pants.
But yeah.
I spent way too much at Men's Warehouse on what I have, so don't. Yeah.
Well, $160 plus 30% off plus $10. So
But anyway, that is going to be it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to turn back on my Twitch here in a little while. Grays is streaming on his Twitch. There's a link in the description. Hypnotic is going to be streaming on his. I don't know if Pohgren's going to be doing it, but we're all going to be around, hanging around still. This just concludes the podcast.
These guys will be all around. Go watch them. Go do their things. What we're going to do is we're going to send this over to Dockin, and then hopefully it'll make our way back around to the rest of you guys.
For sure.
As always, good night, Azeroth.